Welcome to the fantasy audiobook. Hokage, Nine-Faced Beast, Kill Through the Ninja World. Chapter 61. Seeing that Suzaku had succeeded, Li Feng immediately turned over and grabbed Rock Shinobi's neck. Activating the power of the stone statue, Li Feng felt that his chakra had been replenished. My chakra, how is possible? Rock Shinobi made a horrified sound, but his words were incoherent as his throat was strangled. He can feel that the chakra in his body is passing away. Is it possible that this Uchiha brat still has the dark-style blood succession limit? Thank you for the hospitality, now you can go die. Li Feng showed a harmless smile, then released his hold on Rock Shinobi's neck and fell to the ground. Suzaku knew that this person was of no use anymore, so he directly penetrated the Rock Shinobi with his claws, and then threw it on the ground like trash. After Suzaku successfully captured this Rock Shinobi, the other nine-faced beasts spread out to attack others. Tomohiro landed in the middle of the crowd and also began to fire Kamui. It kept swinging its huge double swords, and Rock Shinobi who was attacked by him could only dodge again and again. As this big toad, so fierce, a Rock Shinobi was accidentally cut open in the chest by the toad. While complaining, he did not forget to look for opportunities to fight back. Everyone, I want to use the Shantu technique to trap this big toad, but it will use up all my chakra, so I need your protection after releasing the ninja. Clear. After communicating with his companions, this Rock Shinobi immediately began to form seals. He quickly retreated using the body flicker technique, then slapped his hands on the ground. Earth-style mountain earth technique. The two hills rose up instantly, squeezing towards Toad Guang in the middle. Hero, Minato shouted anxiously. Don't panic, leave it to me. Toad Guang's voice was still so calm. He put away his two swords, and then used his hands and feet to quickly climb up the two hills. Just when the two hills were about to close, Tomohiro used his strength with both feet and jumped high into the air, out of Shantu technique's control. IXUX. Rock Shinobi released the Shantu technique and wanted to die. He used up all the Shantu technique released by chakra, and was just dodged by this big toad. Fire-style fire dragon flame bullet. At this time, a voice came from the side. Everyone looked over there and saw a flaming dragon head flying towards the ninja who released the Shantu technique. Earth-style earth shore return. One of the Rock Shinobi immediately stood in front of him and turned the ground in front of him to form an earth wall. Boom. The fire dragon flame bombs bombarded the earth wall, and the earth wall immediately exploded. The Rock Shinobi protecting the caster was instantly blown away. The heat wave caused by fire style made everyone unable to open their eyes. However, the Shantu technique caster was also successfully saved. But before they could take a breath, 5 nine-faced beasts came over to kill them fiercely. The earth shore return caster was accidentally caught on the head by Suzaku. Then Suzaku's claws exerted a slight force, and the earth shore return caster's head was pierced by its sharp nails. At this time, a Rock Shinobi suddenly felt a sense of crisis, and he suddenly looked in the direction above his head. He saw a huge figure quickly expand in his eyes, and he immediately dodged to the side. Boom! Tomohiro's huge body hit the ground, and Rock Shinobi stepped aside before Tomohiro hit the ground. But where can it be so easy to survive? Tomohiro immediately pulled out a knife from his back and slashed Rock Shinobi in the face. In desperation, Rock Shinobi had no choice but to pull out his ninja sword to resist, and attached the hardening technique. When Tomohiro's huge sword struck Rock Shinobi's ninja sword, and Rock Shinobi's ninja sword began to crack after a second. How is that possible? Rock Shinobi's eyes widened. He used the hardening technique. Rasengan. Minato jumped down from Gamahiro's head and pressed the Rasengan directly into Rock Shinobi's face. Boom! Rock Shinobi was instantly knocked out and fell to the ground without moving. After Minato landed, he looked up and saw that Rock Shinobi's head had been penetrated by Rasengan. If an ordinary person saw it like that, he might not be able to sleep for 3 days. Well done, Minato. Tomohiro also praised at this time. It mainly depends on you, hero. Without you, I might not be able to kill him. Minato turned around and said to Tomohiro with a smile. Okay, let's continue to help that Uchiha boy kill the enemy. Hiroshi Toga picked up Minato with one hand, put it on his head, and then made a big jump towards Rock Shinobi. On Li Feng's side, when Tomohiro cooperated with Minato to kill the rock shinobi, he and the nine-faced beast had already killed another rock shinobi. Since then, 5 of the 9 rock shinobi Jonin have been killed by Li Feng and Minato. The 4 remaining rock shinobi gathered together, sweating coldly as they looked at the corpses on the ground. Are all the kiddies in Konoha monsters? Lousy searched Iwagakure and couldn't find a kid who could kill several Jonin, right? Kill them all. After Li Feng finished speaking, the 9-faced beasts disappeared from his side in an instant, and pounced on the 4 rock shinobi like wild beasts preying on prey. Fight! Earth-style Tu-Ling Dango! A rock shinobi shouted, grabbed the ground with both hands, lifted up a huge stone, and threw it towards the white tiger who was rushing at the front. With a flexible twist of the white tiger, the Tu-Ling dumpling was knocked out of the air and shattered after hitting the ground. At the same time, rock shinobi's behavior also angered the white tiger. Its 2 hind legs suddenly exerted force, and a fierce tiger pounced on rock shinobi and pinned the rock shinobi to the ground. Then it raised its right paw and slapped rock shinobi on the head. But the scene of his head splitting did not appear. Rock shinobi, who was pinned down by white tiger, suddenly turned into a piece of wood, and the top was turned into sawdust by white tiger. That rock shinobi appeared next to his companion again, his back already soaked with sweat. At this time, Tomohiro's figure continued to grow in the eyes of the rock shinobi. Li Feng also grinned and rushed towards the 4 rock shinobi with the 9-faced beast. 10 minutes later, Li Feng and Minato were standing next to the bodies of several rock shinobi. The 9-faced beast and Totoro had disappeared. Boom! At this time, there was a loud noise from Li Feng's side, and Li Feng looked over there. It turns out that 5 tails destroyed a lot of the terrain and broke away from the shackles of the seismic core. Very good, then let rock shinobi take another tailed beast bomb. Li Feng endured the pain in his eyes and activated Mangekyo again to control 5 tails. He had just turned off Mangekyo, and by then 5 tails was no longer under Li Feng's control. 5 tails' eyes now transformed into Mangekyo again, and they opened their mouths towards rock shinobi's back to condense the tailed beast bomb. At the same time, Commander-in-Chief Mogo dragged his seriously injured body and turned to look at 5 tails. Wait, Jiraiya, we surrender. Stop that Uchiha brat. Surrender. Jiraiya, whose bandages were much broken, looked at Mogo. That's right, we surrender. Let that Uchiha kid control 5 tails and stop it. Mogo was very anxious. Now Rock Shinobi has no hope of winning, and he doesn't want to cause more casualties on his side. Are you serious? If you deceive me, you know what the consequences will be. Jiraiya confirmed again. Really, make him stop. Please forgive me. Mogo almost knelt down to Jiraiya. If this tailed beast bomb goes off, won't they have to die a lot more? In total, more than 3,000 people came, and now about 2,000 people have died. Although the casualties in Konoha are not small, the loss of Rock Shinobi's high-end combat power is the most painful. And now the tailed beast bomb is ready to go out in the mouth of 5 tails. Not only 2,000 people will die with this shot. Li Feng, stop. Rock Shinobi has decided to surrender. Jiraiya shouted at Li Feng. But at this distance, Li Feng could hear Jiraiya's voice, but couldn't clearly hear what Jiraiya said. It seemed like his name was called. Forget it, let's treat Rock Shinobi to a tailed beast bomb first. Boom. The tailed beast bomb landed in the crowd and exploded violently. In an instant, countless people were blown away, screaming in agony. Mogo's heart went cold when he saw this scene, and his whole body became very weak. Go and order all your ninjas to stop. Our people will not take action after hearing your surrender. Jiraiya said to Mogo, don't even think about escaping, otherwise a tailed beast bomb will hit you. I know, Mogo sighed, then quickly ran towards the rear while shouting surrender. After Rock Shinobi heard their commander-in-chief's decision to surrender, some were shocked, some were angry, and some were relieved. After hearing this, the Konoha Shinobi no longer attacked Rock Shinobi. But stumbling is inevitable. Some Rock Shinobi were unwilling to obey the commander's order to surrender, and chose to attack together with the Konoha Shinobi and the surrendered Rock Shinobi. Their fate was naturally to be killed on the spot by the Konoha Shinobi. Surrendered. Li Feng sat on 5 Tails' head, closing his left eye tightly and looking at Mogo who was running and shouting. So Li Feng jumped off 5 Tails' head and ran to Jiraiya. Teacher Jiraiya, quickly find the sealing ninja to seal 5 tails. Mangekyo, can't hold it anymore. Li Feng whispered into Jiraiya's ear. Okay. Jiraiya nodded, then turned around to find the sealed ninja. After a while, Jiraiya came over with 2 Konoha shinobi and used the sealing technique on 5 tails. Then 5 tails' huge body disappeared and returned to Han's true form. At this time, Han was lying on the ground motionless, he was still in a coma. Seal his chakra. Jiraiya ordered the sealed ninja. 5 tails Jinchuriki, now that it's in their hands, rock shinobi can't take it back easily. After sealing Han's chakra, Jiraiya found Mogo again. At this time, all rock shinobi who opposed surrender on the field had been killed on the spot. There were even some conflicts among them because some rock shinobi attacked the rock shinobi who chose to surrender. Call all your surviving Jonin, Jiraiya said to Mogo. Mogo had no choice but to do it. Come, seal all their chakras. Jiraiya called the 2 sealed ninjas again. Jiraiya, what do you mean? One of the rock shinobi asked dissatisfied. Wake up, you are prisoners now. Jiraiya's eyes showed a hint of danger. If these people resist again, he will not be merciful. The rock shinobi opened his mouth, but then did not speak, allowing the sealing ninja to seal his chakra. Tell the rest of you to go back and tell 3rd Tsuchikage your situation and ask him to come back to our camp in 3 days to negotiate. After all Jonin were sealed with chakra, Jiraiya spoke. Okay. Mogo nodded expressionlessly, and then called a rock shinobi over. After saying a few words in his ear, the rock shinobi took the remaining people and left in the opposite direction. Jiraiya looked at the rock shinobi leaving without making any move. Prisoners, only 5 tails Jinchuriki and these Jonin are enough. Leaving those genin behind has no effect and will only consume a lot of their food. The captured rock shinobi were all dejected. The war, which was clearly a sure win, was suddenly disrupted by an Uchiha brat. Yuhi Junhong came over at this time, pulled Jiraiya aside, and said to him, let Lord Hokage come over and negotiate with 3rd Tsuchikage. Li Feng, Minato, you 2 come here. After Jiraiya finished talking with Yuhi Junhong, he immediately called Li Feng and Minato over. What's wrong, Jiraiya-sensei? I need you 2 to return to the village and ask Lord Hokage to come to the camp to prepare for negotiations with Tsuchikage in 3 days. Jiraiya ordered the 2 of them. Here he doesn't call Sarutobi Hiruzen an old man. He was afraid of bringing Li Feng and Minato into trouble. Minato probably wouldn't be called Sarutobi Hiruzen old man by him, but Li Feng couldn't be sure when he grew older. Li Feng scratched his head helplessly after hearing this. He marked his home with the mark of Takamagahara, and he could actually return to Konoha village instantly. But the disadvantage of Gao Tianyuan is that he can only teleport by himself, and cannot bring others with him like Flying Thunder God. He couldn't leave Minato and teleport back, so he had to rush back normally. Okay, Mr. Jiraiya, Minato agreed without hesitation. Li Feng, what about you? Jiraiya looked at Li Feng again. Okay, Li Feng also nodded. Okay, you 2 should hurry up and remember to explain the current situation clearly to Master Hokage. After giving some instructions, Li Feng and Minato set off on their way back to Konoha. Li Feng directly summoned Suzaku, carried the 2 of them on his back and flew towards Konoha. Li Feng thinks this is the fastest way to reach Konoha village. Li Feng, you are so lucky to be able to sign so many different summoning beasts. Minato sat on Suzaku, feeling a little envious. It would be great if Brother Guang could fly. They are all summoning beasts from the same secret realm. Li Feng explained briefly. Yeah, I can see it. Although the 5 summoning beasts are all different species, it can be seen from their almost identical masks that they come from the same mother, from the same place. Li Feng, why are the summoning techniques you perform different from mine? Minato had another question. I don't know either, and the way I signed the contract is different from yours. Li Feng became playful and began to cheat Minato. What's the difference? The place where you signed is a scroll, but I signed my name on a mask. Mask. By the way, is there anyone else who signed these summoning beasts? Before me, there was another name. Who? What does it seem to be called? Uzumaki. Menma. Uzumaki. Minato was stunned for a moment, then suddenly trembled. Li Feng was shocked by him. Why are you reacting so badly when I make up a story? Uzumaki. Isn't that the same race as Kushina? Ah, I guess so. Kushina actually has a kin. She will be very happy when she finds out. Minato smiled at first, and then the smile froze on his face. Ah, Li Feng, can you tell me about this? After all, it was Li Feng who told him. Without Li Feng's consent, he would not tell it even to Kushina. Say it. Li Feng lay on Suzaku's back, enjoying the breeze blowing on his face. That's how I made it up, and that's how you believe it. Anyway, it is impossible for Mama to appear here. To appear, it was also after Naruto was involved in the limited Tsukuyomi encounter. Suzaku was very fast and flew back to Konoha with Li Feng and Minato in only about half a day. After proving their identities to the doorman, Li Feng and Minato entered the gate and went straight to the Hokage building. Knock knock knock. Enter. Li Feng and Minato pushed open the door and walked in. Sarutobi Hiruzen was standing in front of the window smoking a cigarette. Ha, Li Feng, Minato, you are back. Sarutobi Hiruzen seemed not surprised by the appearance of the two men. Hokage-sama. Li Feng and Minato saluted Sarutobi Hiruzen. No need to be polite. Now that you two are back, the battle on the Rock Shinobi battlefield should be going smoothly, right? Yes, Lord Hokage. Teacher Jiraiya, their biggest headache is Five Tails. After I took control of Five Tails, the situation gradually turned to our side. Li Feng briefly talked about the process of the war, but did not go into details. Okay, Li Feng, you are such a great hero. Sarutobi Hiruzen was in a good mood. At the same time, he secretly made a decision in his heart. By the way, Hokage-sama, Mr. Jiraiya asked us to tell you that he has asked Rock Shinobi to tell 3rd Tsuchikage to come to our camp for negotiations in 3 days. The main purpose of Jiraiya-sensei asking us to come back is to ask you to go to the Rock Shinobi battlefield to prepare for negotiations with the 3rd Tsuchikage in 3 days. Very good. Did Yuhi Makoto make this decision, or did Jiraiya make it? It seems to be Master Junhong. Li Feng remembered that it was Yuhi Junhong who said something to Jiraiya before Jiraiya called them over. Is that so? Well done. Li Feng, I think you are no longer suitable to be a genin. Sarutobi Hiruzen sat at the table and looked at Li Feng and said. Genin status will only limit your performance, so I decided to make an exception and promote you to special jonin. Sarutobi Hiruzen made an unprecedented decision. Li Feng has made great contributions in the Sand Shinobi battlefield and the Rock Shinobi battlefield, and even played a crucial role in the Rock Shinobi battlefield. Which village's genin can do this? He felt that he couldn't continue to let Li Feng bear genin's identity. There was still some time before the Chunin exam, so Sarutobi Hiruzen decided to set a precedent and let Li Feng skip the Chunin exam and directly become a special jonin. After all, it was the first time to do this, so Sarutobi Hiruzen felt that it was not appropriate to directly promote him to jonin, so he decided to let Li Feng become a special jonin first. After Li Feng achieves some more military exploits on the battlefield, he will be promoted to official jonin. Thank you Hokage-sama. Just as Li Feng wanted, he didn't bother to take the Chunin exam. He felt that there was no one better than him in genin. Minato, although I know that your strength has long surpassed Chunin, your military exploits are not enough for me to make an exception and promote you. I hope you can understand. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at Minato again and expressed his apology. It's okay, Master Hokage. I know that my performance on the battlefield is far inferior to Li Feng. Minato doesn't care. For him, his position is not important at the moment, as long as he is strong enough. His goal is to become a Hokage, but that goal certainly won't happen anytime soon, so he's in no rush to become a jonin. Just understand, just understand. Sarutobi Hiruzen laughed. Minato's character really liked him. Li Feng, in this battle with Rock Shinobi, I will remember your S-class military exploits again. Sarutobi Hiruzen said again. Lord Hokage, Minato also did a lot at that time. Li Feng did not show any joy, but said, at that time, I was surrounded by nearly 10 jonin. Minato and I killed them together. Oh, in other words, Minato, you also have the strength to kill jonin. Sarutobi Hiruzen was instantly surprised. Li Feng was able to kill so many jonin, and his own strength was indeed very strong, but Sarutobi Hiruzen felt that he mainly relied on Mangekyo Sharingan. As a civilian ninja, Minato is able to kill Jonin at this time, which shows that Minato's talent is too strong. Master Hokage, the main thing is to cooperate well with Li Feng, and our summoning beast also plays a big role. Minato said without being humble or overbearing. Speaking of summoning beast, Li Feng, your summoning beast seems a bit special, can you tell me about it? Sarutobi Hiruzen mentioned Li Feng's nine-faced beast again. Sarutobi Hiruzen learned of Li Feng's summoning beast shortly after Li Feng decided not to continue hiding the nine-faced beast. Master Hokage, my summoning beast is called the nine-faced beast. There are 9 of them in total. Their chakra is indeed different from the ordinary chakra. At that time, I was being chased by the Sand Shinobi when I was defending Kui and the others at the Sand Shinobi battlefield. I accidentally ran into a secret place. That place seemed to be a dark canyon. Later, I was attacked by a nine-faced beast, but I was not defeated by it. The nine-faced beast attacked me for a while, and then stopped. So I continued walking forward and saw a stone tablet with a person's name on it. I guessed that this was a summoning world, so I signed my name on it. After I signed my name, I felt dizzy. When I came to, I was back in the woods. Li Feng tells the truth at the beginning, and then all the rest is made up. That's it. Do you still remember the name on that stone tablet? Sarutobi Hiruzen seemed to believe it, and then raised his head and asked Li Feng. What's it called? Uzumaki. Li Feng pretended that he couldn't remember. Uzumaki Menma. Minato suddenly said at this time. Yes, Uzumaki Menma. Uzumaki. Sarutobi Hiruzen's pupils shrank, and then he fell into deep thought. He was thinking about whether there was a strong man named Uzumaki Menma in the Uzumaki clan from the Sengoku period to the present. Judging from the intelligence, the nine-faced beast signed by Li Feng is very strong, so this Uzumaki Menma is definitely not an ordinary person. After thinking for a while, Sarutobi Hiruzen gave up. Who the hell is Menma Uzumaki? Ahem, if that's the case, Minato, you also deserve a lot of credit. I'll count you 2 A-level battle exploits. In addition, I will personally reward you 2 with 500,000 taels each. Thank you, Master Hokage. Li Feng and Minato thanked Sarutobi Hiruzen. I'll have Anbu deliver it to your home later. After saying this, Li Feng and Minato left the Hokage building. After parting ways with Minato, Li Feng returned home. Not long after Li Feng returned home, an Anbu delivered the money to Li Feng. By the way, he also brought a Konoha vest and identity documents. After Anbu left, Li Feng threw the vest aside casually. He wouldn't wear it if it was ugly. He put the money on the table again, looking distractedly at the pile of banknotes. 500,000 taels is not much, but it is enough for an ordinary family to use for a long time. Then Li Feng took out 100,000 taels from it and put it in his small treasury for ready use. Li Feng plans to use the remaining 400,000 for Mao Yuru. As far as Li Feng knows, the only source of income for the Wu family is Yu Lang's income as a ninja. Now that Yu Lang is gone, although he earned a lot of money during his lifetime, he still has a small pension every month. But this money will eventually run out, and the amount of pension is not much. So Li Feng decided to give the 400,000 yuan to Mao Yuru. As a ninja, and now he is still a special jonin, it is not difficult to make money. At worst, he can kill people to earn bounties. He doesn't buy a house or a toy, so his expenses are not much and they are usually used for eating. After lying on the bed and taking a nap, Li Feng came to Mao Yu's house with the money and gave 400,000 taels to Mao Yuru. After sending the money, Li Feng went straight to the Senju tribe. Now that Konoha and Sand Shinobi have signed a complete armistice agreement, except for Hitaki Tsukumo and some people stationed at the border of the Land of Fire, most of the people, including Tsunade, have temporarily returned to Konoha. The Senju clan is said to be a land of large clans, but now there are very few people in the clan. Some moved out and intermarried with ordinary people. Some died on the battlefield. The massive decrease in the number of people made the tribal land where the first Hokage and the second Hokage were born look particularly desolate. Although there are very few people in the Senju clan, there are still Senju ninjas guarding the gate. Li Feng had been to the Senju tribe many times, so he walked straight in without the guards stopping him. He wanted to come to Tsunade to ask about Sage Body. If Li Feng can awaken the Sage Body, Then Mangekyo will be more durable, and there will be qualitative changes in the physique and chakra. Obito is able to use Kamui frequently, probably because of the transplanted Hashirama cells. Li Feng walked to Tsunade's door and happened to see Tsunade coming out of the house. Li Feng, I'm about to go find you. Tsunade was slightly surprised when he saw Li Feng. Looking for me. Li Feng was stunned when he heard this. Come in. Tsunade pulled Li Feng into the house and closed the door. Li Feng, someone gave me information that a reward was placed on you at the money exchange. Tsunade said, slamming a scroll on the table. What? Reward? Me? Li Feng said with a black question mark face. Yes, please open it and take a look. Tsunade pushed the scroll in front of Li Feng. Li Feng opened the scroll and saw his message. Uchiha Li Feng, Konohagakure Genin, is stronger than Jonin, and has killed Jonin many times. Reward amount: 8 million taels. Li Feng, 8 million, who do you look down on? What are you thinking about? Tsunade saw Li Feng stunned looking at the scroll, so he asked. No, he offered me a bounty of 8 million. Who are you looking down on? Li Feng curled his lips. I was active in the Sand Shinobi battlefield and Rock Shinobi battlefield for a while, and both caused the opponents some suffering. Rock Shinobi is still very rich. If he really wants to die at the hands of a bounty hunter, he will definitely not pay only 8 million taels. Therefore, Li Feng felt that the one who offered a reward to him was probably Sand Shinobi. Boom! Tsunade punched Li Feng directly on the head, so hard that Li Feng's eyeball almost fell out. Do you still think the bounty is less? Do you know that the danger of people who are hung up in the money exchange will be greatly increased? Tsunade really can't understand Li Feng's brain circuit. Don't worry, Sister Tsunade, who would come here to mess with me for 8 million? In the money exchange, there are many Jonin with bounties of tens of millions of taels. For a strong person who wants to make money, instead of coming to Li Feng for 8 million, it is better to kill a Jonin and get tens of millions directly. The people who would choose to assassinate Li Feng should be some wandering ninjas who are about to be unable to survive. Forget it, just take care of yourself. When he thought about Li Feng's strength, Tsunade was no longer so worried. As long as it's not a cage-level expert, Li Feng should be able to escape. Besides, it's impossible for cage level to value the 8 million. By the way, why did you come to see me? Tsunade asked Li Feng again. Sister Tsunade, besides your grandfather first Hokage, are there any Senju clan members who have awakened the sage body? Li Feng also remembered his purpose of looking for Tsunade. Tsunade sighed. In my memory, only my grandfather has awakened in the sage body. The other clan members, including me and my second grandfather, are all just stronger. Li Feng scratched his head a little irritably. Even Tsunade, Senju Tobarama and other pure-blooded Senju tribesmen have not been able to awaken the powerful sage body. How can I do it as a hybrid? Are you eager to awaken your sage body? That's right, I've been using Mangekyo a lot recently, and I can no longer see clearly with my left eye. Li Feng truthfully stated his dilemma. What does that have to do with sage body? Tsunade didn't know the connection between Mangekyo and sage body. Sister Tsunade, I think sage body can make Mangekyo more durable. Li Feng said vaguely. Sage body can make Mangekyo more durable. Tsunade still couldn't understand. In his opinion, Senju's sage body and Uchiha's Sharingan are completely different things, and there is absolutely no connection between the two blood successor boundaries. Sage body can amplify the whole body, so the eyes should be able to do it too. Li Feng didn't know what to say to Tsunade. It stands to reason that it should work. Tsunade is not sure, after all, she has not awakened the sage body and cannot experience it personally. Wait a minute, you kid wants to awaken the sage body just to use Mangekyo Sharingan better. Tsunade reached out and grabbed Li Feng's ear. It hurts, Sister Tsunade. All-round development, hee. Li Feng laughed sarcastically. Tsunade was just joking with Li Feng and soon let go. So Tsunade-san, does it really depend on God's will to awaken the sage body? Although I don't want to admit it, this should be the fact. Li Feng has a headache. If there is no clear way to awaken the sage body, then he will leave it to fate. Alas, I also hope that some clan members will awaken the sage body, but no clan members have ever awakened. Regarding this, Tsunade was also very helpless. Although there is no way to awaken the sage body, Li Feng, I suggest you sign a summoning contract with Shigulan. What do you think? Tsunade continued. You are indeed very strong, but you can't avoid injuries. And you can't always have a medical ninja by your side, but Katsuyu can provide you with treatment anytime and anywhere. And after you sign a contract with Katsuyu, the two of us can also rely on Katsuyu to deliver messages. Li Feng thought for a while and decided to agree to Tsunade's suggestion. Although Li Feng has a 9-faced beast, it does not conflict with Katsuyu. But you have to pass the test of Katsuyu Sage before you can sign the contract with Shigu Forest. Is there still a test? Li Feng raised his eyebrows. There is no need to pass the test to sign a contract with Mount Myoboku, but it must be approved in order to learn Sage Mode. As for Raichi Cave, there is no need to pass the test, but which snake is willing to become your summoning beast requires its own ability. Signing a contract with Shigulan requires a test, which Li Feng did not expect. But the test is not difficult. You don't need to see Katsuyu Sage in person. You only need me to explain your situation to Katsuyu Sage and let her make the decision. After Tsunade finished speaking, he used the reverse summoning technique and disappeared here. The wet bone forest, this place will make people feel uncomfortable. Because this place is very humid and resembles a bamboo forest inside, these bamboo-like things seem to be real white bones. Not long after Tsunade left, he came to Katsuyu Sage's true form. Katsuyu Sage's body is so large that Tsunade cannot see Katsuyu Sage's entire body. It's Tsunade. You haven't come to see my body for a long time. What's the matter? Katsuyu Sage's voice was no different from that of little Katsuyu. Katsuyu Sage, I want a child to sign the summoning contract of Shigo Forest. Tsunade said straight to the point. Oh, the person who can make you come to me personally for this is your brother Senju Nawaki. I said before that he is not good enough. No, not Nawaki. Tsunade shook his head. The child I'm talking about can be considered a member of the Senju clan. His father is from the Uchiha clan and his mother is from our Senju clan. Oh, I didn't expect that someone from your two feuding families could get together. Katsuyu Sage also became interested. Tell me about this child. His name is Uchiha Li Feng. He has been very talented since he was a child and is much better than that brat Nawaki. Speaking of Nawaki, Tsunade also hated the fact that iron cannot become steel. Although he is only 12 or 13 years old now, he has awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan of the Uchiha clan and has the strength to kill Jonin. But it's a pity that even though he is extremely talented, he failed to awaken the sage body. Tsunade looked a little lonely. What is this child's character like? Li Feng is a kid who values friendship. When facing hundreds of sand shinobi, he once chose to stay behind and create opportunities for his teammates to retreat. He is calm most of the time and doesn't panic when things happen. To be honest, Tsunade has been unable to see through Li Feng for so many years, and this is all he knows. Well, I agree that this child will sign the summoning contract of Shigulan, but I have a request. He wants to treat Katsuyu as his companion, not a tool that can be sacrificed at will. Katsuyu Sage's voice became serious. Don't worry Katsuyu Senin, I believe Li Feng can't do such a thing. Okay, this is the summoning contract, take it. Katsuyu Sage split into a small Katsuyu and brought the summoning contract of Shigulan. Thank you Katsuyu Sage. Not long after, Tsunade suddenly appeared in front of Li Feng with a scroll. Come on, sign it. Tsunade unfolded the scroll and placed it in front of Li Feng. Li Feng looked carefully and saw that apart from Tsunade, there were only a few names of people he didn't know on the scroll. Li Feng remembers reading online in his previous life that he learned Senju Hashirama's sage mode in the Shigu Forest. So why is there no Senju Hashirama's name on the contract scroll? Could it be that he just learned magic without signing a contract? Is this okay? What are you so dumbfounded about? Tsunade saw Li Feng distracted as he stared at the scroll, so he spoke. Oh, Li Feng came to his senses, bit his finger and signed his name on the scroll. Do you know the summoning technique? Tsunade asked at this time. No. Originally, Li Feng had no intention of signing another summoning beast, so he didn't have the seal to learn the summoning technique. I will form the seal of the summoning technique once, please watch it. After Tsunade finished speaking, he began to form the seal. Li Feng looked at the Tsunade seal carefully. The seal of the summoning technique is very simple and there is no need to copy it with Sharingan. Try to summon Katsuyu. Tsunade finished forming the seal, but instead of summoning Katsuyu, he looked at Li Feng. Good. Then Li Feng quickly formed the seals according to the order of seal formation taught by Tsunade. Summoning technique. Li Feng bit his finger, wiped the blood on the palm of his other hand, and then patted it on the ground. With a burst of white mist, an arm-sized Katsuyu appeared in front of Li Feng. Because he was just trying it out, Li Feng only used a little bit of chakra. Master Tsunade, Master Li Feng. As soon as Katsuyu came out, he greeted Tsunade and Li Feng respectively. Tsunade nodded towards Katsuyu, and then Katsuyu looked at Li Feng. Master Li Feng, call us out if you need it in the future, and we will do our best to help you. Katsuyu said to Li Feng in a gentle voice. Well, Katsuyu, I'll take care of you from now on. After saying that, Katsuyu returned to Shigu Forest. Li Feng, Katsuyu can not only heal and deliver messages, it also has attack methods. Tsunade then opened his mouth to introduce Katsuyu's abilities to Li Feng. Katsuyu can spray a corrosive liquid. Although they only have this method of attack, this liquid is extremely corrosive. When sprayed on a human body, it can instantly dissolve human skin. I understand, Tsunade-san. Li Feng actually didn't care about Katsuyu's attack methods. Signing a contract with Katsuyu is just to provide healing for himself and his teammates at critical moments, and as a means of communication. When fighting, Li Feng will still choose to use the nine-faced beast. Also, you must regard Katsuyu as your companion, not as a tool that can be sacrificed at will. This is also the requirement of Katsuyu Sage. Don't worry Tsunade-san, I'm not that kind of person. If it is a stranger, Li Feng will give priority to his own interests. But since Katsuyu is his summoning beast, Li Feng will not use it without emotion like Sasuke. Okay, in this case, you don't need to learn medical ninjutsu. Originally, Tsunade planned to teach Li Feng medical ninjutsu, but now that Katsuyu is there, medical ninjutsu is no longer necessary. Negotiations between Konoha and Rock Shinobi. In a dark cave, a white Zetsu came out of the wall and walked straight towards the white-haired old man on the stone seat. The white-haired old man heard the noise and opened his eyes to look at white Zetsu walking over. Although his hair is gray, his face is also full of wrinkles. But his eyes were still sharp, and the sickle in his hand used as a crutch made people shudder. Madara-sama, I have made a great discovery. White Zetsu came to Uchiha Madara and said to Uchiha Madara. What, have you found the right candidate? Madara leaned back in the chair, turned her head slightly and looked at White Zetsu with her transplanted left eye. And his right eye was a dark hole, with a hint of terror. You can say that, but Madara-sama, I don't know if you think it's appropriate. Tell me about that candidate. After Madara finished speaking, she closed her left eye. The kid's name is Uchiha Li Feng. He has awakened Mangekyo, killed Jonin many times, and controlled 5 tails during the war with Rock Shinobi. White Zetsu briefly talked about Li Feng's situation. Oh, how old is this kid? Madara opened her left eye again, seemingly interested. This looks more than 10 years old, right? White Zetsu was a little unsure. Li Feng is growing up a bit. Although he is only 12 years old, he looks like he is 16. Really, the talent is good. I didn't expect that such a person could appear among that group of rubbish. Uchiha Madara praised him slightly verbally, but felt calm in his heart. Although he was once the leader of the Uchiha clan, he has now distanced himself from that group of losers. He is Uchiha Madara, but not Uchiha's Uchiha Madara. But Mangekyo has been awakened, so this brat is not the best candidate. Uchiha Madara frowned again. This brat named Uchiha Li Feng has awakened Mangekyo and killed Jonin multiple times. Therefore, the effect of using power as a temptation is minimal. Does the kid have anyone he cares about very much? There is a civilian ninja named Namikaze Minato who has a good relationship with Uchiha Li Feng. White Zetsu began to tell the information he investigated. And Tsunade, the granddaughter of first Hokage Senju Hashirama, they are also very close. Hashirama's granddaughter, Uchiha Madara was silent for a while. How strong are these two people? Namikaze Minato is also a genius ninja in Konoha. Although he doesn't have any blood inheritance limit, he is still comparable to Jonin. Tsunade's strength is probably elite Jonin, and he is also a command-level presence on the battlefield. Watch this kid first, and then look for other candidates, Uchiha Madara said to White Zetsu. Uchiha Li Feng has awakened Mangekyo, and Uchiha Madara finds it difficult to borrow other people's hands to cause Uchiha Li Feng to be seriously injured, and then, accidentally, rescued by White Zetsu. And the two people Uchiha Li Feng cares about don't seem to be easy to deal with. Therefore, Uchiha Madara plans to use Li Feng as a backup candidate and continue to look for other Uchiha people who are most suitable as their chess pieces. Yes, Madara-sama. After White Zetsu said this, he blended into the wall and left. Uchiha Li Feng, if he can't be used for me, will he affect my project Tsuki no Mi? Uchiha Madara stood up slowly with a scythe, staring at the Uchiha flame fan on the wall and lost in thought. If this body hadn't already decayed, why would he be hiding in the dark like a mouse and constantly intervening in the ninja world secretly? Hashirama, if you had agreed to my idea and destroyed the other 4 countries, there would have been no first and second ninja war. Uchiha Madara touched the white skin on his chest again. But well done to Senju Tobarama. Time quickly came to 3 days later. Sarutobi Hiruzen had arrived at the Konoha camp to prepare for negotiations with the 3rd Tsuchikage. The interior of the command camp has been slightly remodeled, with a square table in the middle and chairs on the opposite sides. Sarutobi Hiruzen sat on one of the chairs with his eyes closed, while Jiraiya stood behind him. Not long after, Yuhi Shinobi walked into the command camp with 3rd Tsuchikage Onoki and 2 rock shinobi. Hokage, I haven't seen you age so much in a long time. Onoki looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen and said as soon as he entered the command camp. Haha, Tsuchikage, time seems to have shrunk you a little more. Sarutobi Hiruzen replied not to be outdone. Please take a seat, let's have a good talk. Sarutobi Hiruzen motioned for Onoki to take a seat. Onoki stepped forward and sat across from Sarutobi Hiruzen, and the 2 rock shinobi who came with him stood on both sides of him. Yuhi Junhong brought the people behind and stood behind Sarutobi Hiruzen. Tell me, Hokage, how can I release my people? Onoki asked, staring into Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes. Originally, he was very confident about this war. After all, Konoha did not send out 9 tails, but they had 5 tails on the battlefield. But unexpectedly, there is an Uchiha tribesman in Konoha who can control tailed beasts like Uchiha Madara, changing the situation on the battlefield in an instant. Han and Mogo, along with the other surviving Jonin, also became prisoners of Konoha. When thinking about this, Onoki couldn't help but recall that when he was young, he was overwhelmed by Uchiha Madara's momentum. Is it possible that another Uchiha Madara will appear in Konoha? Tsuchikage, you rock shinobi did not gain anything from this war, and we Konoha also suffered some losses. Sarutobi Hiruzen did not go straight to the point. Do you still want to continue fighting? This will not be good for Konoha and rock shinobi, but will give other ninja villages a chance. What do you want to say? Onoki's expression was calm. Let's form an alliance. Konoha and rock shinobi are both the most powerful ninja villages in the entire ninja world. If we form an alliance, I believe this war will end soon. Sarutobi Hiruzen said, tapping his fingers rhythmically on the table. Haha, forming an alliance. Onoki sneered. Forget about forming an alliance, Hokage. Onoki refused without even thinking about it. Onoki certainly knows what kind of person Sarutobi Hiruzen is. Although Sarutobi Hiruzen is kind-hearted all day long, in fact he is a tiger that eats people without spitting out their bones. Although Onoki is also very shrewd, he will not easily fall into Sarutobi Hiruzen's trap. But everything is bound to change, and Onoki didn't want to drag the whole Iwagakure into gambling. I don't want to form an alliance. Sarutobi Hiruzen was not surprised. He had already expected that Onoki would refuse. But the war between us must eventually come to an end. I don't want to see more casualties, whether it's Konoha or rock shinobi. So, let's sign the armistice. As long as the armistice agreement is signed, you will release my people. Yes, since we are no longer hostile, why should I make things difficult for your people anymore? Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded. But, rock shinobi must compensate Konoha for the losses caused by rock shinobi, right? Sarutobi Hiruzen and Onoki looked at each other. If Konoha suffered a loss, wouldn't our rock shinobi suffer a loss? Onoki didn't want to pay compensation. Tsuchikage, Konoha won this war. Sarutobi Hiruzen's voice was sonorous and powerful. Win, Hokage, do you think we, rock shinobi, have devoted everything we have to this war? Onoki sneered. Rock shinobi still has the capital to continue fighting with you, but it seems that Konoha is not having an easy time under the attack of so many ninja villages, right? Konoha can deal with them more than enough. Tsuchikage doesn't need to worry about this. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked very relaxed. But in fact, Konoha was really struggling under the separate attacks of several major ninja villages. That's why Sarutobi Hiruzen chose a truce instead of breaking into the enemy's village. Hokage, compensation is impossible. If you want to sign this armistice agreement, you can sign it. If you don't want to sign it, we rock shinobi will continue to fight Konoha to the end. Onoki said unceremoniously. As the loser, he acted as if he had won. Haha, in order to protect the peace of the ninja world, Konoha certainly does not want to continue the war. As a member of the ninja world, Konoha should contribute to the peace of the ninja world. Sarutobi Hiruzen pushed himself to a high position. We rock shinobi can sign the armistice agreement. Onoki paused and continued, but I only agree to the armistice for 3 years. Within 3 years, if Konoha violates the treaty and attacks rock shinobi, then we will continue to fight. Quote. Tsuchikage, 3 years is a bit short, right? Sarutobi Hiruzen was not satisfied. Is 3 years a short time? Rock shinobi has made a lot of concessions. Onoki is still aggressive. 3 years. Sarutobi Hiruzen lowered his head and thought. 3 years is actually enough time for Konoha to relieve some pressure and face other ninja villages. It would also give Konoha a chance to rest and recuperate. And what Konoha needs most is not compensation, what Konoha needs is a truce with rock shinobi. If Konoha and rock shinobi cease fighting, then Konoha's pressure on other battlefields will be greatly reduced. Therefore, a 3-year truce as a condition is not bad for Konoha. A 3-year truce, that's okay. I hope Tsuchikage can keep his promise. But compensation is still required. 5 taels Jinchuriki, isn't it worth your expense? Sarutobi Hiruzen still wanted to suck some blood from Onoki's body. I don't want much, just 100 million taels. Sarutobi Hiruzen raised a finger. If Tsuchikage is not willing to exchange 100 million ryang for 5 taels, then Konoha will have to reluctantly accept this gift. That's what Sarutobi Hiruzen said, but of course it's impossible to actually bring 5 taels back to Konoha. Shodai left Konoha with the strongest 9 taels. If Konoha adds another tailed beast and rock shinobi loses a tailed beast, the balance between the 2 large villages will be broken and Konoha will become the target of public criticism. The ninja village that originally did not go to war against Konoha may also go to war against Konoha because of this. 3 years of truce, plus 100 million taels, I will hand over all rock shinobi including 5 taels Jinchuriki to you, how about it? Quote. Okay, Onoki agreed after staring at Sarutobi Hiruzen for a while. 100 million taels in exchange for Jinchuriki is not a huge loss. Then it's time to let my people go, right? Onoki felt a little aggrieved at the moment. He, rock shinobi, is also one of the strongest ninja villages, and now he actually needs to negotiate with others in exchange for prisoners. If it weren't for the war between rock shinobi and cloud shinobi, Onoki would have been able to mobilize more troops to attack Konoha. And that guy Laozi didn't listen to his Tsuchikage's order. He asked Laozi to go to the battlefield, but as a result, that guy Laozi went directly to Yunyu. However, since there is that Uchiha brat in Konoha, if Laozi goes to the Konoha battlefield, he will probably be controlled, right? Thinking of this, Onoki's eyes flashed with murderous intent. This Uchiha brat must not be allowed to stay. Not counting the dead Uchiha Madara, this Uchiha brat is probably the only one who can control tailed beasts like this, right? If this brat is here, then rock shinobi releasing tailed beasts on the battlefield of Konoha is tantamount to playing with fire and burning himself. But now that rock shinobi has to sign a 3-year truce agreement with Konoha, Onoki can't directly kill this Uchiha brat. He felt that no one except Iwagakure could kill this Uchiha kid. However, there is no need to kill him. As long as the brat leaves Konoha, Rock Shinobi's chances of winning will be greatly increased if he starts a war with Konoha again. From this moment on, Anamu was planning a conspiracy against Li Feng. Of course, after the armistice agreement is signed, we will release those Rock Shinobi. Sarutobi Hiruzen said with a smile. Bring me the agreement, I'll sign it. Afterwards, Yuhi Mahong handed the two agreements to Sarutobi Hiruzen with both hands. Sarutobi Hiruzen signed his name on the last two agreements, and then gave the agreement to Yuhi Mahong. After Yuhi Mahong took the agreement, she quickly walked to Onoki and placed the agreement in front of Onoki. Onoki didn't use ink either, so he took the pen and signed his name on the two agreements respectively. As a result, within 3 years, neither Konoha nor Rock Shinobi will initiate war against the other for any reason. Sarutobi Hiruzen left one agreement for Onoki and kept the other for himself. I hope Tsuchikage can abide by the agreement, otherwise Rock Shinobi's credibility in the ninja world will be greatly reduced. Sarutobi Hiruzen put away the agreement and laughed. If Rock Shinobi violates the agreement and launches a war against Konoha within 3 years, the entire ninja world will no longer trust Rock Shinobi. Of course I know, Onoki said angrily. Jiraiya, go free the Rock Shinobi ninjas. Sarutobi Hiruzen turned his head slightly and said to Jiraiya behind him. Okay. Jiraiya nodded and walked out of the command camp. Tsuchikage, please. Sarutobi Hiruzen stood up and made a gesture of invitation to Onoki toward the door. Onoki also stood up from his seat and followed Sarutobi Hiruzen out of the command camp. After a while, Jiraiya brought over all the captured Rock Shinobi. Everyone felt very ashamed when they saw Onoki. 100 million taels, I will send someone to Konoha after I return to Rock Shinobi. Onoki walked towards Han and others and said to Sarutobi Hiruzen without looking back. Tsuchikage, walk slowly. Sarutobi Hiruzen really smiled this time. In the next 3 years, Li Feng continued to shuttle between the Cloud Shinobi battlefield and the Rain Shinobi battlefield. During this period, except for the marked Takamagahara, he did not use Mangekyo's other abilities, such as Susanoo. He wants to make himself independent of Mangekyo and be able to kill Jonin in a row. In the past 3 years, Li Feng has also been using Dark Chakra to nourish Mangekyo, which has improved the vision of his left eye a lot. At the same time, Li Feng's use of physical skills, lightning style, fire style and Dark Chakra has become more powerful during the training of the 3-year war. When Li Feng became stronger, Minato did not fall behind. He spent a lot of energy to learn Flying Thunder God, and now he has become a strong man who can stand alone. People on the battlefield gave nicknames to Li Feng and Minato, the two leaders of Konoha's new generation. Minato is naturally called Golden Flash because of the speed of Flying Thunder God. Originally, Minato did not learn Flying Thunder God so early, but because of Li Feng, Minato got the title of Golden Flash a few years early. And Li Feng was called Silver Shira by them because of his silver hair and violent methods of fighting enemies. And because of his improvement in strength and penultimate performance on the battlefield, Li Feng was successfully promoted from Special Jonin to Jonin, and then became Elite Jonin. Minato passed the Chunin exam 3 years ago and has now become a Jonin. Yoshimaru, who is on the same team, does not have the terrifying growth rate of the two of them. In the past 3 years, Yoshimaru has only been a Chunin. Returning from the Cloud Shinobi battlefield this time, Li Feng entered a short vacation. In the past 3 years, Li Feng has grown not only in strength, but also in height. Now he was almost a head taller than Minato, and his previous clothes no longer fit him. So Li Feng changed his outfit. The black half-sleeve with the Uchiha clan emblem printed on the back stayed in the closet forever, and replaced it with a pure black half-sleeve without any logo. The black coat outside was also changed, and now Li Feng chose a black windbreaker. Although Li Feng is only nearly 16 years old now, he seems to have matured a lot. Li Feng closed the door of his apartment and headed to the training ground. He has saved a lot of money over the years, but he has not used it to buy a house. For him, a small apartment is enough for him to live in. Arriving at the training ground, a thin figure with purple hair was constantly waving a wooden sword. Teacher, you are here. As soon as Mao Yuxian saw Li Feng, she threw away her wooden knife, wiped the sweat from her forehead and ran over. Xian, have you practiced well during my absence? Li Feng knelt down and touched Xian's head. Before going to the battlefield last time, Li Feng taught Xian how to practice chakra, and guided her to practice 3-body technique and basic sword skills. Xian is practicing hard. If you don't believe me, ask your mother, Xian said in her childish voice, with an innocent smile on her face. As long as you keep practicing, I believe Xian will definitely become a strong person. Yeah, I will definitely become a person like a teacher and a father. Xian's little head was like a chicken pecking at rice. After Xian remembered it, Mao Yuru often told her her father's stories, which made the little Xian develop a strong sense of admiration for this father she had never met. Mao Yuru did not tell Xian that his father was dead, but told her that his father had no choice but to go to a very far-away place and that he could only come back to see Xian when she grew up. The sun has reached the top of your head. Mom has probably prepared a meal waiting for you to come home. Go home and eat. Li Feng gently patted Shi Yan's head and then stood up. Cultivation is important, but you must also eat well so that you can grow stronger. Yeah, teacher, please come to my house for dinner too. Shi Yan smiled and took Li Feng's big hand. The teacher has something else to do, so I won't go. Okay then. Shi Yan showed a disappointed expression, then ran to get the wooden knife, said goodbye to Li Feng and left the training ground. Watching Shi Yan run back, Li Feng also turned around and prepared to leave the training ground. Suddenly, there was a sound of breaking wind in his ears. Li Feng turned his head slightly to the right, and a kunai flew past Li Feng's ears and stuck on the tree trunk. Li Feng, you are finally back. Naoki's voice came from behind Li Feng, and Li Feng turned to look at Naoki. I have become stronger, let's have a fight, Naoki said to Li Feng confidently with his hands on his hips. Naoki, haven't you been beaten enough by me? Li Feng said helplessly. Li Feng once told Naoki many times not to rush to the front on the battlefield, but to pay attention to your steps. Although Naoki always goes in one ear and out the other, fortunately, Li Feng said enough and somewhat brainwashed Naoki. In the war where Naoki died in the original work, Naoki was still the first to rush, but this time he remembered Li Feng's words, he must pay attention to his steps. So he discovered the detonating charm trap at the last moment and did not step on it. Because of Li Feng's intervention, Naoki did not die in that war. Shut up, Li Feng. I used to be before, but now I have become stronger. Naoki blushed a little and pointed at Li Feng's nose and said loudly. Naoki also discussed with Li Feng several times before when both parties had time. Not surprisingly, every time Naoki was beaten by Li Feng until he cried for his father and mother. But next time, Naoki will confidently appear in front of Li Feng again, just like this time. Okay, you attack me. Li Feng hooked his hand towards Naoki. Then I'll come. Naoki chuckled, holding a kunai in his backhand and rushing toward Li Feng. When Naoki rushed in front of Li Feng, raised his kunai and stabbed Li Feng instantly grabbed Naoki's wrist, raised his foot and kicked Naoki's center of gravity horizontally, and then snatched him away with his other hand. Kunai in hand. After grabbing the kunai, Li Feng threw the kunai towards the crown of a tree. A figure then jumped down from the tree crown and landed on the ground. How did you find out that this was a shadow clone? The real Naoki stood on the ground and touched his head. The Naoki who was kicked down by Li Feng turned into white mist with a bang. I've discovered you a long time ago, idiot. Li Feng said expressionlessly. HMPH, so what if I find out? Water style. Naoki stepped back and formed seals quickly. Also influenced by Li Feng, Naoki put more effort into the speed of seal formation. Water Dragon Bomb Technique. A lifelike water dragon spurted out from Naoki's mouth and rushed towards Li Feng with its huge mouth open. Fire Style Fire Dragon Bomb. Li Feng also used ninjutsu to deal with Naoki's water dragon bomb. Logically speaking, water style can restrain fire style, but in Li Feng's case, his fire style can restrain water style. The fire dragon and the water dragon refused to give in to each other, one red and one blue collided hard, causing a large amount of water mist. The water dragon evaporated instantly, and the fire dragon also dissipated. Water style Water Severing Wave. Naoki's voice came from the water mist, and then a slender water column pierced out of the water mist. Lightning Style Chidori Sword. Li Feng formed a seal with one hand, then pulled out the Kusanagi sword from his waist and used the blade to block Naoki's water-severing wave. Have you also learned second generation's water-severing wave? Li Feng raised his eyebrows. That's right. Isn't my second grandfather's ninjutsu good? The water-severing wave stopped, and Naoki bared his teeth and walked out of the mist. How come you have become so rotten now, and you want to lie to me again? Li Feng said, and he flashed in front of Naoki and cut him in half with a knife. Sure enough, the Naoki in front of him turned into white mist and disappeared, and Naoki's screams came from the mist on the side. Ouch! It hurts so much. Li Feng, why do you want to chop my waist? All the feelings of the shadow clone will be transmitted back to the main body intact, so Naoki now experiences the pain of being cut in half. Let you always think about lying to me about shadow clone. Li Feng spread his hands in the direction of the source of the sound, and then formed a seal with one hand again. Wind-style great breakthrough. A strong wind surged out from Li Feng's mouth, blowing away all the surrounding water mist, and Naoki's figure was directly exposed in front of Li Feng's eyes. He only learned the wind-style ninjutsu, great breakthrough, in order to prevent himself from losing sight of the enemy when water mist or smoke was raised on the battlefield. Other wind-style ninjutsu that Li Feng saw used by others was of no use to Li Feng, so Li Feng did not use Sharingan to copy it. Seeing that he had been exposed, Naoki held the kunai tightly and prepared to look for opportunities. But Li Feng suddenly appeared in front of him, raised his hand and struck the kunai out of Naoki's hand with a knife, and then put the knife on his neck. Okay, you win again. Naoki was not discouraged. Li Feng, I will definitely beat you next time. Naoki said with his hands clenched into fists. You have told me this no less than 10 times. Li Feng said, taking the knife away from Naoki's neck and putting it back into the scabbard. Anyway, I will definitely beat you next time. Are you going to the Rain Shinobi battlefield tomorrow? Li Feng asked Naoki. Yes, I must make more military exploits and be promoted to Jonin as soon as possible. Naoki is always full of confidence. Pay attention to safety when the time comes, and you must be extremely careful on the battlefield. I know, why are you nagging more than my sister? My ears are getting calluses. Naoki picked his ears with his little finger. Li Feng thought to himself, if Laozi hadn't kept reminding you at that time, you would have been killed by the detonating talisman. Also, Laozi is a nag better than your sister. If your sister knew that you would die at that time, she would probably lock you in Konoha and not let you out. I remember that Senior Orochimaru is still at the Rain Shinobi battlefield, right? Li Feng suddenly asked Naoki. That's right, Orochimaru-sensei is basically always at the Rain Shinobi battlefield. Naoki nodded. Then you should follow Orochimaru-senpai closely and don't let others trick you to death. Li Feng still resisted reminding him that Naoki's character was too easy to die on the battlefield. No, Li Feng, are you just looking forward to my death? Naoki said unhappily. What do you mean by looking forward to your death? What do you mean by being afraid of your death? Li Feng was speechless. Good intentions are regarded as the liver and lungs of a donkey. I won't die that easily. And according to what you said, how can the young eagle grow up under the protection of its wings? Why has it changed since I came here? It's okay, I can listen to you and talk a little bit. That is only if your strength and mind allow it. If you encounter an enemy like me, how will you survive? Li Feng's words made Naoki unable to refute. Indeed, Naoki has not encountered a very dangerous enemy until now. Although he didn't want to admit it, if Naoki encountered an enemy as powerful and versatile as Li Feng, he might not even know how he died. Okay, let's not talk about this anymore. I will go to the battlefield tomorrow and treat you to a meal. Naoki bared his teeth and smiled, and hugged Li Feng's neck. Yo, I didn't expect you to think of treating me to dinner. Li Feng teased. Over the years, Naoki had only treated him to a bowl of ramen. Unexpectedly, Naoki suddenly remembered to treat him to dinner today. Hey, you were busy practicing before. Today, my brother will treat you to barbecue. Naoki put his arms around Li Feng's neck and the two of them walked towards the barbecue restaurant. When Naoki talked about barbecue, Li Feng thought of the fat boy Akamaiki Yoshimaru who was on the same team as him and Minato. How is that kid doing now? Since joining the war, Yoshimaru has been rarely seen. Li Feng remembered that he had seen photos of Jiraiya's team from the internet in his previous life, namely Minato, Yoshimaru and a boy from the Inuzuka family. After that, there was only Minato left. Now let's not talk about the Inuzuka kid who doesn't know where he is. Yoshimaru wouldn't have died on the battlefield, right? No, they are teammates after all, and they even invited him and Minato to have barbecue, so they must find out about Yoshimaru. Li Feng and Naoki came to Akamaiki's barbecue restaurant, and Naoki ordered a table of meat with great enthusiasm. Although the Senju family has become lonely, as the eldest son of Senju, Naoki's coffers are still very abundant. Li Feng was not polite and gave himself the freedom to barbecue. In fact, Li Feng rarely eats decent meals during this period. At most, he goes to Ichiraku Ramen for a bowl of noodles. Even when he was in Konoha on vacation, he often practiced in the wild. He would eat some solid food when he was hungry, and drink some river water when he was thirsty. Li Feng, who do you think the fourth Hokage will be? Naoki raised his head and asked Li Feng while eating barbecue. I don't know. Li Feng naturally knew that the fourth Hokage would be Minato. It can't be you, right? Li Feng teased. Why can't it be me? I work very hard too. Naoki's eyes widened. The Hokage-sama is in his prime. He should still be a Hokage for 10 or 20 years. By then, I estimate that I will be the one to inherit the Hokage. Confidence is a good thing, but Naoki, can this even be called confidence? Quote. As long as you are happy. Li Feng lowered his head and ate the meat. Although it is impossible for him to become a Hokage, the probability of Naoki becoming a Hokage may not be as high as his own. With his reckless character, whether he can survive until Sarutobi Hiruzen abdicates is another matter. Hey, don't look down on me. I am the grandson of first Hokage. When I suddenly wake up to my grandfather's wood style, I will beat you until you are full of teeth. Just like my grandfather beat Uchiha Madara. Quote. As long as you are happy. Li Feng has transformed into a repeater. Early the next morning, Li Feng was practicing by the creek, and an Anbu found him. Uchiha Li Feng, please go see Master Hokage immediately. Anbu stood behind Li Feng and said. I see. Hearing Li Feng's response, Anbu disappeared instantly. What do you want from me at this time? The next battlefield has been arranged. Li Feng didn't know why Sarutobi Hiruzen called him over at this time, but he still put down what he was doing and went to the Hokage building. Knock knock knock. Enter. Li Feng opened the door and walked in, and found that not only Sarutobi Hiruzen was in the office, but Danzo was also standing next to the desk. Here we go, Li Feng, please sit down first. Sarutobi Hiruzen motioned for Li Feng to sit on the sofa, and then he walked over and sat opposite Li Feng. Then he poured 2 cups of tea and pushed one of them in front of Li Feng. Thank you, Master Hokage, what's the matter with calling me here so early? Li Feng held the teacup and asked Sarutobi Hiruzen. Li Feng, tell me first, are you loyal to Konoha? Sarutobi Hiruzen did not tell the matter directly, but asked Li Feng first. Master Hokage, I have always been loyal to Konoha, you should see it in your eyes. Li Feng already knew that Sarutobi Hiruzen might have done something bad to him by calling him here today. Li Feng glanced at Danzo again. Could it be that the old guy had done something secretly? Li Feng, I believe you, but now the root has obtained a piece of information, which may be very detrimental to you. Sarutobi Hiruzen took a sip of tea and spoke slowly. Hearing this, Li Feng squinted his eyes and glanced at Danzo. It turned out to be this old guy's fault. Kid, don't look at me like that. The information was basically obtained from the Kingdom of Earth. It has nothing to do with me. Danzo also knew what Li Feng meant by looking at him, so he spoke. Li Feng, I have also verified this. Danzo did not tamper with this information. Sarutobi Hiruzen also said immediately. Danzo, please show that information to Li Feng first. Sarutobi Hiruzen turned to look at Danzo. Danzo said nothing, but took out a scroll from his clothes and placed it on the table. Sarutobi Hiruzen pushed the scroll in front of Li Feng and motioned for Li Feng to open it. Li Feng, inject chakra and take out the contents of the scroll. Li Feng then picked up the scroll and injected it into chakra, and 2 photos appeared in Li Feng's hands. Li Feng first picked up the first photo and looked at it carefully, and saw a figure wearing a black cloak. In front of this person was Mogo, who had fought with Jiraiya in the Rock Shinobi battlefield, and 2 Rock Shinobi. The cloaked man held a scroll in his hand and was about to hand it to Mogo. In the second photo, the person with his back to the camera turned back to look this way, and his face was caught by the camera. This face is Li Feng's face. And the scroll was already in Mogo's hands. Li Feng directly threw the two photos on the table after reading them, and said to Sarutobi Hiruzen, Master Hokage, you also know that I have been at the Cloud Shinobi battlefield during this time and have never left. Yesterday, I went back to the village directly. How could I appear in the kingdom of Earth? The person in this photo is not me. You've been photographed in the face, and you still say it's not you. Danzo suddenly spoke at this time. Haha, Master Danzo, as a student of Master Second Hokage, don't you even know ninjutsu-like transformation technique? Li Feng sneered without the slightest hint of panic. He was right, he returned to Konoha directly from the Cloud Shinobi battlefield without going to Earth Country. There are two possibilities. The first possibility is that these two photos were deliberately used by Danzo to frame Li Feng. Sarutobi Hiruzen said that he had verified it before and had nothing to do with Danzo. If this is possible, then Sarutobi Hiruzen acquiesced to Danzo's small actions and intentionally suppressed Li Feng. The second possibility is that these two photos were indeed not Danzo's, but were used by others to frame him, but Danzo wanted to take this opportunity to step on himself. Although Danzo is disgusting, he is not stupid. How could he not expect that someone would use transformation technique to look like Li Feng? Li Feng feels that the second possibility is more likely. Because he has been helping Konoha on the battlefield all these years, and has never done anything to make Sarutobi Hiruzen uncomfortable, nor has he reached out to Konoha's powerful class. So Sarutobi Hiruzen has no reason to suppress himself. Transformation technique. Hehe. If someone is trying to frame you with transformation technique, why would you wear a cloak? Danzo was not to be outdone. Danzo-sama, do you think everyone is as unintelligent as you? Just use the transformation technique to transform into me. I'm afraid only an intelligent player, like Danzo-sama can believe it, right? No matter how you argue, the evidence is ironclad. Danzo was not angry because of Li Feng's words. Uchiha Li Feng, Konoha treats you well, but you pass information to Rock Shinobi. Is it possible that the 3-year period with Rock Shinobi has expired, so you took advantage of Rock Shinobi and passed Konoha's information to Rock Shinobi? Danzo put the black hat on Li Feng's head. Lord Hokage, do you think I would really pass on information to Rock Shinobi for some benefit? Li Feng said, staring into Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes. Li Feng, I believe you are not that kind of person, but after all, this information was obtained by chance while performing a mission in the Kingdom of Earth. While I believe you, we need to find evidence that proves your innocence. Sarutobi Hiruzen sighed. He believed Li Feng, but others may not. Danzo, judging from Li Feng's itinerary, he really doesn't have time to go to the land of Earth. It's better to wait until I send Anbu to investigate carefully before drawing a conclusion. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at Danzo again. Yes, but before the investigation is clear, Uchiha Li Feng's chakra must be sealed and locked in Konoha prison. Danzo was aggressive. Otherwise, if Uchiha Li Feng really does something detrimental to Konoha, then the interior of Konoha will be in danger. Danzo tapped the ground with his crutch. Come on, get Uchiha Li Feng, Danzo shouted, and then several roots rushed in from the outside and surrounded Li Feng. Danzo, what do you want to do? Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned. He didn't expect that Danzo had already arranged people to capture Li Feng. What to do? Of course, control Uchiha Li Feng first. Everything I do is for the safety of Konoha. Danzo said to Sarutobi Hiruzen not to be outdone. Them all. Danzo commanded the root ninja again. Don't move. This is the Hokage office. Sarutobi Hiruzen slapped the table and stood up. But the root ninja ignored Sarutobi Hiruzen's words and prepared to attack Li Feng. Chapter 71. Lightning Style Chidori Style. Since Danzo chose to take action, Li Feng was no longer polite and directly used Chidori style to force back several root ninjas. Then Li Feng pulled out the Kusanagi sword and prepared to make Danzo remember it. Sarutobi Hiruzen also moved, took out a kunai and pointed it at Danzo's throat. Danzo raised his hand and signaled the root ninja not to move yet. Danzo, you really don't take me seriously anymore. Sarutobi Hiruzen's voice was a little angry. Hiruzen, I still say the same thing, everything I do is for Konoha. Danzo looked righteous. Am I giving you the right to establish a route just to allow you to develop your own private army? When will anyone in Konoha disobey Hokage's orders? Sarutobi Hiruzen put away his kunai and still scolded Danzo. Haha, you are Hokage, who can disobey your orders? Danzo sneered and continued. They, like me, also did it for Konoha. Taking Uchiha Li Fang will ensure that there is no danger inside Konoha. Hiruzen, just listen to me this time, lock up Uchiha Li Fang first, and wait until we investigate everything. Hearing what Danzo said, Sarutobi Hiruzen also hesitated. He slowly turned his head to look at Li Fang. Li Fang, why don't you feel aggrieved first? What Danzo said is not unreasonable. Li Fang will not suffer any loss if he stays in prison for a while. As long as he investigates the truth of the matter as soon as possible, he can release Li Fang as soon as possible. So Master Hokage, you still don't believe me? Li Fang's voice had completely turned cold. It is impossible for him to let Danzo put him in jail. If he puts him in jail, will Li Fang have a chance to come out in this life? If Danzo wanted to, he would be able to find no evidence to prove Li Fang's innocence for the rest of his life, so would Li Fang still stay in prison for the rest of his life? If chakra is sealed, Danzo will probably come and dig up his Sharingan soon, right? Besides, it is impossible for Li Fang to agree to such a humiliating thing as being put in jail. Who gave you the courage to talk to Hokage like this? Danzo seized this opportunity and yelled at Li Fang again. Li Fang, Sarutobi Hiruzen was very confused. Forget it, since you don't want to, then don't do it. But Li Fang, please don't leave Konoha during this period until I send someone to investigate. Sarutobi Hiruzen made a compromise decision. Then I really want to thank Mr. Hokage. Li Fang said without emotion, and then left the Hokage office directly. Hiruzen, look, this kid has a guilty conscience. There is definitely something wrong with him. Danzo continued. Okay Danzo, shut up. Sarutobi Hiruzen said angrily, then sat at his desk and smoked. Also, I seem to be too indulgent to you, I will be in charge of the routes for the time being. You should take some time off first. No, Hiruzen, you can't, that's enough, I've been very merciful. On Li Fang's side, as soon as he walked out of the Hokage building, several children ran up to him. Is this the traitor Dad said? Bad guy, I will definitely catch you when I grow up. Several children kept chattering in front of Li Fang. Li Fang was in a very bad mood at this time, and he even wanted to kick these brats away. Is that Uchiha Li Fang? HMPH, what kind of person can betray the village? Why did Hokage-sama let him out? Stay away quickly before he hears you. Children and adults alike are all talking about Li Fang right now. Danzo. A hint of murderous intent appeared in Li Fang's eyes. Not only did he arrange a route outside the Hokage's office, but he also spread the rumor among civilians in such a short period of time. Li Fang made a quick decision and turned back to Hokage's office. Master Hokage, take a look at the situation outside. Li Fang said to Sarutobi Hiruzen as soon as he entered. What's the situation outside? Sarutobi Hiruzen was stunned when he heard this, and then used the telescope technique to check the situation outside the building. He saw many civilians gathered outside the Hokage building, all discussing Li Fang's betraying the village. Sarutobi Hiruzen's face darkened and he glared at Danzo. Danzo acted as if it had nothing to do with him. Of course Sarutobi Hiruzen knew that the news was spread by Danzo in order to ruin Li Fang's reputation. However, he couldn't say it openly. Danzo, where did Li Fang provoke you? Do you have to force him to death? Sarutobi Hiruzen thought to himself. Hokage-sama, I obviously didn't do anything, this is making it difficult for me. Li Fang said to Sarutobi Hiruzen, but his eyes were fixed on Danzo. Li Fang, don't worry, I'll handle it. Sarutobi Hiruzen quickly comforted him. He was a little afraid that Li Fang, a hot-blooded young man, would do something irrational. After all, being criticized and discussed by so many people is not something that ordinary people can bear. Li Fang stood there quietly, he wanted to see how Sarutobi Hiruzen would handle this matter. If Sarutobi Hiruzen doesn't handle things to his liking, he'll let Danzo and those people who don't know what's right and wrong have a long memory. Although he doesn't have the ability to lift the table yet, he can still do small things. Sarutobi Hiruzen called a few Anbu and quickly left the Hokage office. Danzo, you're playing with fire and burning yourself, you know that. After Sarutobi Hiruzen left, Li Feng walked up to Danzo and opened 3 Tomo Sharingan, with no hidden murderous intent in his eyes. What are you talking about? Is this your attitude when talking to Consultant Hokage? Danzo said without any fear, staring at Li Feng's Sharingan. He is not afraid that Uchiha Li Feng will attack him. Although he does not know whether Uchiha Li Feng is stronger than him, he feels that he cannot be killed by Uchiha Li Feng in an instant. Sarutobi Hiruzen hasn't gone far yet. As long as there is any movement here, he can rush back immediately. Besides, he still has a way to save his life. If the kid Uchiha Li Feng dares to take action, he will let the kid be sealed for the rest of his life and chakra will be imprisoned. When the time comes, I can quietly pick off Uchiha Li Feng's Sharingan, and it will be perfect. If Sarutobi Hiruzen comes to trouble him, he will refuse to admit it. This trick is very useful. Danzo, I will make you regret everything you have done. Li Feng put down his harsh words. He has made up his mind to kill Danzo when his strength changes again. Regardless of whether he is a rebel ninja or whatever, Danzo must die. Not only is Danzo disgusting to Li Feng, but Li Feng feels that Uchiha Kageme's Mangekyo is most likely in Danzo's hands. His right eye now should be Uchiha Kageme's right eye. Even for his own eternal Mangekyo, Danzo must die. He Uchiha Li Feng wants to kill the people, Sage of Six Paths can't keep him. The next day, Li Feng was still practicing. Yesterday, Sarutobi Hiruzen sent many people to various places in Konoha village to explain to the civilians that the fact that Uchiha Li Feng betrayed the village was a rumor. Because Sarutobi Hiruzen said it himself, people quickly believed it and basically stopped mentioning it. Sarutobi Hiruzen did not disappoint Li Feng in this regard. But compared to Danzo, Sarutobi Hiruzen only took away his military power and did not impose any other punishment. This made Li Feng very unhappy. But it doesn't matter, Danzo will die in his hands sooner or later. He continued practicing like this until the afternoon, when Orochimaru suddenly appeared at Li Feng. Li Feng-kun. Orochimaru called Li Feng. Senior Orochimaru. Li Feng stopped practicing and walked up to Orochimaru. What does Senior Orochimaru want from me? Wait, aren't you at the Rain Shinobi battlefield? Li Feng suddenly thought that Orochimaru should be at the Rain Shinobi battlefield now. Is it possible that the Orochimaru in front of me is someone else's fake one? Originally I was supposed to be there, but there was an accident. Orochimaru's face didn't look good. What accident? Li Feng suddenly had a bad feeling. Nawaki he is dead. Orochimaru's words made Li Feng's pupils shrink. Obviously he had saved Nawaki from being killed by the detonating talisman, so why was there news of Nawaki's death now? How is it possible? How did he die? Li Feng urgently wanted to know the cause of Nawaki's death. We were camping for a rest and needed a team of people to investigate the surrounding situation. Orochimaru began to talk about the situation at that time. Nawaki volunteered to join the team, but I couldn't get him, and I didn't think the task was dangerous, so I agreed. Quote. After that, everyone came back, except Nawaki. So I went to look for it myself, and found Nawaki's body under a tree in the distance. Orochimaru's voice started to sound a little hoarse. His body was leaning against a tree trunk. There was only one wound on his body, which was a fatal wound to his throat. He definitely encountered an enemy whose strength completely overwhelmed him and was killed by him with a single blow. After listening to what Orochimaru said, Li Feng endured the grief and his brain worked rapidly. With so many people out to investigate, why was only Nawaki killed? Although Nawaki's strength is average, he can still deal with Jonin. Even if he is ambushed, he still has room to fight back. If Nawaki was killed by the enemy, there would be no chance that there would be no movement at all. If he encounters an enemy he cannot defeat, he will at least cry out for help. Is it possible that the person who killed Nawaki was his teammate who made him let down his guard? Although Senju has declined, Nawaki will still be the leader of the Senju clan in the future. Who in Konoha most wants to see Senju disappear? Nothing more than Sarutobi Hiruzen and Danzo. Although Sarutobi Hiruzen wants to slowly destroy Senju, he will not do anything to assassinate Nawaki. Then there is only one person who instigated others to assassinate Nawaki, Shimura Danzo. It's Danzo again. Li Feng gritted his teeth. What? No, it's nothing. Li Feng still didn't say anything. Orochimaru moved his lips but said nothing. He just heard what Li Feng said. Although he didn't ask Li Feng in detail, he took it into consideration. As a smart man, Orochimaru also roughly understood the meaning of Li Feng's words. So he kept an eye out. Does Tsunade know? I met Jiraiya when I was rushing back with Naoki's body. I asked him to inform Tsunade. Although this is very cruel to Tsunade, if I don't tell her right away, I'm afraid she will go crazy. Orochimaru sighed slowly. Li Feng nodded. Tsunade would know about Naoki's death sooner or later. Rather than hiding it for a while, it would be better to tell her as soon as possible. Where is Naoki's body? Take me to see it. Okay, come with me. Later, Orochimaru brought Li Feng to a room. In the room, a white cloth was covered on a stone bed, and there was obviously a body under the white cloth. Around the stone bed, there were several ninjas wearing Konoha vests. Li Feng had no expression on his face as he walked to Naoki's body and slowly lifted the white cloth around the body's head with trembling hands. Naoki closed his eyes tightly and the color on his face was gone. There was a scabbed scar on his neck, and his chest was stained red with blood. Li Feng thought again of Naoki's vow a few days ago that he would definitely beat him next time. Unfortunately, there will be no next time. Li Feng couldn't bear to look anymore and covered the white cloth back. In this way, Li Feng and Orochimaru stayed here until the evening. Thump thump thump. A burst of rapid footsteps came. Li Feng turned around and saw Tsunade running upstairs anxiously, with Jiraiya following closely behind. Tsunade stopped at the door of the room, staring blankly at the body covered with white cloth in the room. Tsunade wanted to get closer, but Jiraiya held his shoulder. Because it's a war now, Orochimaru said, taking out the necklace Tsunade gave to Naoki from his clothes. Tsunade took the necklace and suddenly his legs became weak and he was about to fall down. Li Feng and Jiraiya quickly supported Tsunade. Sister Tsunade. Li Feng didn't know what to say now. Li Feng, Jiraiya, help me over. Tsunade said with a trembling voice. Li Feng and Jiraiya supported Tsunade and walked to the stone bed. Tsunade opened the white cloth and saw Naoki's body. Suddenly he hugged Naoki's neck and cried. Jiraiya turned around with his eyes closed, unable to bear to look at this scene. Li Feng bent down and put his hand on Tsunade's shoulder without speaking. The ninjas who were guarding here wisely walked out of the room, leaving only Li Feng, Tsunade, Jiraiya and Orochimaru. Tsunade, death is inevitable in war. Orochimaru was not one to comfort people, so he came closer and said. He just wanted to help Tsunade come out as soon as possible. Tsunade didn't reply. Of course she knew this, but when she saw that her brother was really dead, the pain in her heart couldn't be suppressed at all. Who killed Naoki? Tsunade can't blame Orochimaru for not protecting Naoki. She just wants to know who killed Naoki and then avenge Naoki. Sorry, I didn't know. Orochimaru closed his eyes. He could think of everything Li Feng could think of, and with the name he heard from Li Feng's mouth, Orochimaru also had guesses in his mind. But can this guess be expressed? The answer is of course no. Tsunade wiped away her tears and rushed out of the room. Li Feng saw this and quickly followed. Li Feng followed Tsunade and ran to the rooftop. Tsunade was still crying while holding on to the railing. Sister Tsunade, don't be too sad. I will definitely find the person who killed Naoki and come to you with his head. Li Feng didn't know how to comfort people, so he could only say this to Tsunade. Li Feng, how could Naoki die? He is my brother and the grandson of first Hokage. He is the future of Senju. Tsunade put his head on Li Feng's shoulder and cried bitterly. Tears soaked Li Feng's clothes, but Li Feng didn't care. Tsunade was always very emotional, and Li Feng could only keep wiping Tsunade's tears with his sleeves. Tsunade-san, don't cry. You still have me, you still have Jiraiya-sensei, and Orochimaru-senpai. Yes, I still have you, Tsunade cried, looking down at the necklace in his hand. Then Tsunade took the necklace and put it on Li Feng's neck. Li Feng looked down at the necklace around his neck, always feeling that he was being targeted by an indescribable force. Li Feng, promise me, nothing will happen to you. Tsunade held Li Feng's cheek with both hands. I don't have a brother anymore, and I don't want to lose my last brother. Don't worry, Sister Tsunade, I promise you, nothing will happen to me. Li Feng said softly. Even if you don't want to be a ninja anymore, don't die. I don't want you to become strong, and I don't want you to revive Senju. Li Feng, I just want you to live well now. It's all up to you, Tsunade-san. Let's go down, it's cold outside. Li Feng helped Tsunade downstairs and back to the room. At this time, there was one more person in the room, and that was Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen stood in front of Naoki's body and turned to look at Tsunade. Alas, Tsunade. Sarutobi Hiruzen walked up to Tsunade. My condolences, I will engrave Naoki's name on the hero monument. Tsunade listened to Sarutobi Hiruzen's words without any reaction. She didn't want to see Naoki's name on the hero monument, she just wanted to see Naoki standing in front of her unscathed. Li Feng, after settling down Tsunade, come to me on the rooftop. After saying this, Sarutobi Hiruzen left the room. Medical ninja. Every team should be equipped with a medical ninja. Tsunade murmured softly. Not only because of Naoki's death, Tsunade had long believed that if each team was equipped with a medical ninja, Konoha's battle loss rate could be greatly reduced. Naoki's death this time made Tsunade's idea even stronger. She mentioned it to Sarutobi Hiruzen alone early on, but Sarutobi Hiruzen did not agree at the time. Tsunade stayed in front of Naoki's body for a long time, and Li Feng, Jiraiya and Orochimaru stayed with her here. Afterwards, Li Feng asked Jiraiya to send Tsunade home, and he came to the rooftop. Sarutobi Hiruzen stood at the edge of the fence, looking into the distance and smoking a cigarette. Lord Hokage, Li Feng called, standing behind Sarutobi Hiruzen. Li Feng, I feel sorry for Naoki's death. Sarutobi Hiruzen turned around and said first. Although it is not appropriate to say this now, Li Feng, I need you to lead the team to the Cloud Shinobi battlefield in the near future. Master Hokage, am I not grounded? Li Feng said calmly. Li Feng, I have sent people to investigate clearly and prove your innocence, so you can move freely now. Sarutobi Hiruzen blew out a puff of smoke. In fact, Sarutobi Hiruzen didn't have time to send someone to investigate, but Cloud Shinobi really needed manpower on the battlefield, and his choice was Li Feng. Thank you, Master Hokage. Li Feng actually knew about this matter. How can we investigate this matter so quickly? The current battle situation on Cloud Shinobi's side is not ideal. I didn't expect that guy from 3rd Hokage to actually go to the battlefield in person. Sarutobi Hiruzen continued. In addition to the 3rd Hokage, the sons of the 3rd Hokage and the Eight Tails Jinchuriki also all participated in the battle. Minato can only rely on the speed of Flying Thunder God to contain 3rd Hokage and Eight Tails Jinchuriki, and is unable to cause effective damage to them. True Red's Genjutsu was unable to have much impact on the 3rd Hokage and Eight Tails Jinchuriki. Our people were beaten back and forth. Although the 3rd Hokage is personally on the field, the 3-year truce over Rock Shinobi has ended. Rock Shinobi may launch a war against Konoha again at any time. I need to sit in the rear and be ready to deal with Rock Shinobi's attack at any time. So Li Feng, I'm leaving it to you on the Cloud Shinobi battlefield. Okay, Li Feng just wanted to try to see if the 3rd Hokage's strongest spear could pierce his own Susanoo. After 3 years of cultivation with Dark Chakra, Li Feng Mangekyo's eye power has recovered a lot, and now he feels like he is good again. The CD is so tough. Li Feng, it's my fault that you were wrong this time because I didn't handle it well. Sarutobi Hiruzen said softly. In order to make it up to you, I will do my best to satisfy you if you have any requirements. Li Feng secretly sneered in his heart, didn't he just want to keep himself and continue to work for him? Master Hokage, if you want to say so, I do have a request. Li Feng said. Tell me what you want. As long as it's within my capabilities, I will agree to your request. Sarutobi Hiruzen nodded. This means that it is impossible for Li Feng to satisfy some requirements. Master Hokage, I think the person behind the spread of rumors should be severely punished, right? Li Feng's eyes narrowed slightly. He wanted to see how Sarutobi Hiruzen would protect Danzo. Li Feng, I'm sorry, this matter is difficult to investigate, and I need a certain amount of time. Sarutobi Hiruzen was silent for a while, and then said apologetically. More difficult to investigate. Li Feng scoffed. In Konoha village, is there something that even he, the Hokage, has trouble finding? It was obvious that he didn't want to do anything to Danzo. Master Hokage, there is no need to investigate. The man behind spreading the rumors is Hokage consultant Danzo. Please ask Master Hokage to seek justice for me. Li Feng had a tough attitude. No way, Danzo wouldn't do such a thing. Sarutobi Hiruzen's pupils shrank secretly, and then he said without thinking. Lord Hokage, after you left, Danzo admitted to me that he was the one who did it, and he used his status as Hokage's advisor to suppress me. Shouldn't you make the decision for me? What? Danzo still uses his status as a consultant to oppress you? Sarutobi Hiruzen cursed inwardly. Danzo, this idiot, still think the matter is not big enough. Don't worry, Li Feng, I will take back his rights to punish him. Hokage-sama, Danzo keeps saying that he will put me in jail. I think Hokage-sama should also use this punishment to treat him, right? Li Feng, please leave a trace so that we can meet each other in the future. Okay, I get it. After Li Feng finished speaking, he turned around and left the rooftop with a sneer. Cloud Shinobi Battlefield, Command Battalion. Yuhi Junhong, Minato, and a veteran Jonin gathered here. Yuhi Junhong's face looked very ugly. They had been beaten back by Cloud Shinobi many times, and there was nothing they could do against Cloud Shinobi. He is a genjutsu-type ninja with weak frontal combat capabilities. Kurenai Yuhi was targeted by the third Raikage several times on the battlefield. If Minato hadn't used the Flying Thunder God technique every time to take him away from the third Raikage in time, he would probably have had his guts beaten by the third Raikage. Come out. Cloud Shinobi is really good. This guy from third Raikage actually went to the battlefield in person. Aren't you afraid that your home will be stolen by Rock Shinobi? Yuhi Mahong sighed, holding her forehead. Son of the third Raikage, I can use the Flying Thunder God technique to fight against him and look for opportunities to seriously injure or even kill him. Minato said at this time. But I can only temporarily involve the Eight Tails Jinchuriki and the third Raikage who have completely transformed into tailed beasts, and I can't cause effective damage to them. Minato also smiled bitterly. Third Raikage has gone out to fight in person, won't Master Hokage come? Veteran Jonin also spoke at this time. I'm afraid it's difficult. After all, what we face in Konoha is not just Cloud Shinobi Village. Yuhi Mahong shook her head. It would be great if Li Feng was here. As long as he is here, Eight Tails won't be a problem. Shihi Junhong thought of Li Feng again. Yes, and Li Feng's Susanoo, I'm afraid third Raikage can't be destroyed easily, right? Minato also agreed. Then Yuhi Junhong cursed secretly again. He hasn't had a good fight in recent years. Fight 5 Tails in the Rock Shinobi battlefield, and fight 8 Tails in the Cloud Shinobi battlefield. The key thing is that this old guy third Raikage doesn't have martial ethics and actually goes to the battlefield to bully people. The last time I heard about Li Feng was when he was at the Rain Shinobi battlefield. Minato said again. He should still be with Rain Shinobi now, right? I didn't get any news about him returning to the village. I don't know. Shiri Junhong shook his head. He didn't know where Li Feng was now. Report, Commander. Our reinforcements are coming. At this time, a Konoha shinobi ran into the command camp and gasped. Reinforcements are coming. Who is leading them? It's Uchiha Li Feng. Hearing Li Feng's name, Yuhi Junhong and Minato stood up excitedly. Say Sao 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 is here. The veteran Jonin on the side was also a little curious. He had often heard the name Uchiha Li Feng in the past few years, but he had never fought alongside Li Feng. Now he is about to meet Li Feng himself. He is also very interested and wants to see if this talented boy is as powerful as the legend. Let's go. Let's go out to meet Li Feng. Yuhi Junhong said, leading Minato and veteran Jonin out of the command camp. They made their way to the back of the camp, where they waited for Li Feng on the road. After a while, a mighty team came into view. At the front of the team is Li Feng, whom Yuhi Junhong and Minato have longed for. Li Feng. Minato walked towards Li Feng with a very happy expression. We were thinking that if you came, we would be able to deal with third Raikage and 8 Tails, but we didn't expect you to actually come. Well, leave the rest to me. Li Feng patted Minato on the shoulder. Senior Junhong. Li Feng also nodded towards Shiri Junhong. Well, Li Feng, it's great to have your support. Shihi Junhong said with a smile. This was the first time he smiled in so many days. Go back to the camp first, I will arrange a place for you to rest. No need for now, Senior Junhong. Li Feng waved his hand. Let's take the initiative to attack now. Sooner or later we will have to fight. Li Feng couldn't wait to fight Third Hokage. He is such a militant person. And if he can defeat the Third Hokage, it means that he has the ability to turn the tables in Konoha. Danzo went too far, and Sarutobi Hiruzen turned a blind eye. Li Feng doesn't want to live like this anymore. Okay, then I'll prepare. Shihi Junhong didn't expect that Li Feng would take the initiative to attack as soon as he arrived, but he also prepared according to Li Feng's wishes. Minato, when the time comes, I will directly control Eight Tails to break up Cloud Shinobi's team. You go and fight and I will deal with Third Hokage. Li Feng also quickly arranged the battle content for Minato. Good. In this case, Minato's pressure will be greatly reduced. Although Minato can always pull Third Hokage, and Killer Bee with Flying Thunder God. But if Killer Bee completely transforms into a tailed beast, then Minato will have no options. Now Eight Tails is under the control of Li Feng, and Third Hokage no longer needs Minato to contain it. He felt that his strength exceeded and Minato's confidence greatly increased when he could only deal with one eye. Soon after, Cloud Shinobi Camp. As Sarutobi Hiruzen a turtle. Why don't you come and deal with Lousy yourself? Third Hokage sat in the command camp and muttered. I guess Konoha's remaining strength is no longer enough for the Third Hokage to go to the battlefield in person, right? The son of the Third Hokage, said from the side. No, don't underestimate Konoha. Third Hokage shook his head. Although I am not afraid of Konoha, I have to admit that Konoha is indeed very strong. In addition to people like Sarutobi Hiruzen and White Fang, there are also new blood like Jiraiya, Tsunade, Orochimaru, and Uchiha Li Feng. As well as that blonde kid who knows time and space ninjutsu, I have to say that Konoha has too many geniuses. Father, I'm still a little worried. If you come to attack Konoha yourself, will Rock Shinobi really not attack Cloud Shinobi village suddenly? I said with some worry. Most likely not. That old guy Onoki is very cautious in doing things. If I come to Konoha battlefield in person, he will also think that I have left a trump card in the village, so he will not dare to attack the village casually. Besides, if Rock Shinobi dares to approach the village, I will rely on God to send technique back to the village in an instant, so that Rock Shinobi who attacks Cloud Shinobi will never come back. Third Hokage raised his hand and made a fist. Hokage-sama, Hokage-sama. A Cloud Shinobi ran out of the command camp. Lord Hokage, Konoha has taken the initiative to attack us. Cloud Shinobi reported hurriedly. Oh, has Konoha lost his mind? I dismissed it. Don't take it lightly, I'm afraid things are not that simple. Third Hokage stood up and patted Ai on the shoulder. The people of Konoha are definitely not fools. Since they dare to take the initiative to attack us, they will definitely have something to rely on. Is the Third Hokage coming? I guessed. I can't tell, it could be someone else. If the Third Hokage comes, I don't care. I just hope it's not that brat named Uchiha Li Feng who comes. He can control the tailed beasts, which is a big trouble. Let's go out to meet the enemy. But don't let Killer Bee go there yet. If it is really Uchiha Li Feng, Killer Bee will be instantly controlled by his Sharingan and release Eight Tails to deal with us. The Third Hokage quickly led the people out of the camp and moved forward quickly. He didn't want the aftermath of the battle to spread to the camp. It didn't take long for the Third Hokage to see Konoha's army. Who is the leader? Third Hokage's eyes were always on Li Feng at the front of the team. He just knew that Konoha's Silver Shira, Uchiha Li Feng could control tailed beasts with Sharingan. Isn't this guy Uchiha Li Feng? Yes, father, he is Uchiha Li Feng, I have seen him before. I confirmed Third Hokage's guess. Li Feng has been at the Cloud Shinobi battlefield for a while in the past 3 years. Although I was not at the forefront at that time, he had also seen Li Feng take action at the Cloud Shinobi battlefield. But Third Hokage saw Li Feng for the first time. Fortunately I didn't bring Killer Bee out. Third Hokage said thankfully. Father, is this Uchiha Li Feng really that powerful? I was doubtful at this time. Bai fought Uchiha Li Feng before. Although Uchiha Li Feng could suppress Bai, he did not show the ability to control tailed beasts. Although I don't know why Uchiha Li Feng didn't control 8 tails, this information is unerring, so be careful. Third Raikage warned. Okay, it's about to happen. Third Raikage turned his head to look at the Konoha army. Go, let these Konoha guys remember it. Third Raikage took the lead in charging, followed closely by the Cloud Shinobi behind him. Where is 8 Tails Jinchuriki? Li Feng glanced around at the rushing Cloud Shinobi, but did not see Killer Bee. I don't know. Shihi Junhong shook her head. Although Cloud Shinobi did not allow 8 Tails Jinchuriki to fully transform into a tailed beast before, he also allowed him to kill many Konoha Shinobi by relying on his half-tailed beast transformation. Only this time, Third Raikage doesn't seem to be bringing Killer Bee. Is it possible that Third Raikage knew you were here and was afraid that you would control 8 Tails to attack Cloud Shinobi, so it didn't let 8 Tails Jinchuriki come on stage? Yuhi Junhong expressed her guess. I guess so. I didn't expect Third Raikage's brain to be quite useful. Here we come. Meet the enemy. Yuhi Shinobi gave the order, and the Konoha Shinobi warriors behind him also rushed towards Cloud Shinobi. Minato, you go deal with and leave the Third Raikage to me. Li Feng put his hand on the handle of the Kusanagi sword and said to Minato beside him. Understood. Minato responded and disappeared instantly. Li Feng also flashed and rushed towards Third Raikage. Facing a shadow, instead of carefully defending, did you take the initiative to rush towards me? Third Raikage also didn't expect that Li Feng would dare to take the initiative. Then let me see what you are capable of, little brat. After Third Raikage finished speaking, violent thunder and lightning began to flash on his body, and his hair stood on end. This is the signature of their Yayoi family. Lightning-style armor. Wind-style Rasengan. Li Feng decided to try the water with the wind attribute Rasengan first until he faced the Third Raikage. He had already mastered the wind attribute nature transformation before coming to the Cloud Shinobi battlefield and successfully integrated the wind attribute into the Rasengan. The same Muji ninjutsu as that blonde kid. Third Raikage raised his eyebrows, but he was not afraid of Li Feng's wind style. That blonde kid's wind style can't hurt him, and neither can Uchiha Li Feng. Li Feng's Rasengan kept spinning on Third Raikage's lightning-style armor, but Third Raikage's lightning-style armor was not damaged at all. It seems that your wind style is not as good as that blonde brat. Third Raikage grinned, and then slashed at Li Feng with a knife, lateral bolt of pain. God's disaster. Li Feng's Mangekyo was activated instantly, and after a tear of blood flowed from his right eye, Third Raikage's movements stagnated. Li Feng quickly got away and opened a short distance. The shell of Third Raikage is really hard. Li Feng's scalp felt numb. He is much more difficult to deal with than the tailed beasts. A second after Third Raikage was controlled by the divine disaster, he instantly resumed action, and the lightning-style hand knife immediately dissipated. Kid, your ability is quite weird. Third Raikage said. If he didn't have this lightning-style armor, he would probably be killed by this brat in that second. Fortunately, he had lightning-style armor, so that Kid couldn't do anything to him for a second. 9 faced Subaha south and north. Li Feng placed his hands on his chest to form a seal, and 2 summoning circles appeared behind him. 3 years of growth allowed him to unlock the Nando and Beidou. The Third Raikage's strength is a bit scary. 9-faced beasts such as the Golden Snake, Suzaku, and White Tiger can't do anything against the Third Raikage. Li Feng wants to see if the chakra barriers of Nando Sennin and Hokuto Sennin can control the Third Raikage. Nando and Beidou flew out of the summoning barrier and stood on both sides behind Li Feng. Another summoning beast that I have never seen before. Minato, who was entangled with also noticed Li Feng and saw Nando and Beidou who had never seen him before. Nando and Beidou raised their staffs and pointed at Third Raikage. Third Raikage was instantly surrounded by a purple circular chakra barrier. What is this? The trapped Third Raikage did not panic, but reached out and touched the chakra barrier created by Nando and Beidou. He felt like he was touching a cold wall. Li Feng ran towards Third Raikage's position, then jumped to a position higher than Third Raikage's head. Fire-style high fire destroys arrows. Li Feng spit out a pillar of fire from the empty space above and rushed towards the Third Raikage. At this time, Li Feng heard a broken sound. Boom. Gohu Miea blasted at the position where Third Raikage was trapped, and the fire was extremely fierce. Li Feng landed on the ground, and Nando and Beidou disappeared there. Li Feng carefully opened Sharingan and looked around. He heard the sound of the barrier breaking just now, and as a leader among cage-level experts, how could third Raikage be killed so easily by Li Feng? Hell thrust 4 pen hands. The voice of third Raikage suddenly sounded, and then a lightning-like figure suddenly rushed towards Li Feng from a short distance. Gao Tianyuan. Li Feng shed tears of blood from his left eye and marked Gao Tianyuan under the tree next to him. Later, when Li Feng felt a great sense of crisis, he used Gao Tianyuan to disappear. At the same time, third Raikage raised his hand and stabbed over, but because Li Feng used Gao Tianyuan, third Raikage's attack fell on the mound behind him, and the mound was instantly shattered by third Raikage. What? Third Raikage stared. Spiral wheel. Li Feng immediately stepped on the tree trunk and flew towards third Raikage like a cannonball. And in his right hand, he held a black Rasengan. Li Feng pressed Spiral Lunyu on third Raikage's back and pushed Spiral Lunyu and third Raikage out together. Boom! The spiral wheel exploded, but third Raikage did not say a word. Li Feng even doubted whether his souvenirs had exploded to third Raikage. Silver Shira is indeed worthy of his reputation. Third Raikage's voice sounded, and Li Feng instantly drew out his Kusanagi sword and became alert. I saw third Raikage walking out of the smoke and dust caused by the explosion and dusting himself off. Although he looked generally unharmed, his insides were actually aching now. If only you were my Cloud Shinobi boy, maybe fourth Raikage would be you. 3 points Raikage couldn't help but admire the boy in front of him. It's a pity that you are from Konoha, you must die. Third Raikage said, and the right hand that originally extended 4 fingers retracted 1 finger. Hell thrust 3 Bon hands. Susanoo. Facing the powerful third Raikage, Li Feng was still under great pressure. He directly activated Susanoo and reached the second stage directly, with his entire upper body and flesh and blood. He felt that the skeleton in the initial stage could not block the third Raikage's attack. Is this the silver giant with extremely high defense? Third Raikage said, and the lightning on his arm became more and more violent. Let me see if your defense can match my lightning-style armor. After third Raikage finished speaking, he stabbed towards Li Feng like an arrow from the string. All the flowers and plants on the path were turned into powder by the lightning from third Raikage. Boom! Third Raikage's hell thrust hit Li Feng's Susanoo, making a dull sound. Click! Immediately afterwards, cracks began to appear in Susanoo, which made Li Feng's pupils shrink sharply. This third Raikage is really powerful. My Susanoo has never been damaged before. Seeing that something was wrong, Li Feng directly used a trick to escape from Susanoo. Crack! The next second, Susanoo was also penetrated by third Raikage. It took just 3 sticks to penetrate Li Feng's second stage Susanoo. This made Li Feng unable to believe the horror of Yi Guanshou. This also made him realize that although his strength has improved a lot, he is still far away from cage level. It seems that you are not very good, kid. After third Raikage crushed Susanoo, he turned to look at Li Feng. Lightning-style Chidori sword. Li Feng didn't answer, just held the Kusanagi sword tightly and rushed towards the third Raikage. Third Raikage wrapped his hands around Thunder and faced him head-on. Zheng. The Kusanagi sword in Li Feng's hand slashed at third Raikage, but third Raikage just raised his arm, preventing Li Feng's sword from advancing even half a minute. Third Raikage is so difficult. A man with high attack power and high health is worthy of being a man with the strongest spear and the strongest shield. At this time, third Raikage's other hand suddenly stabbed Li Feng. Li Feng quickly retracted the knife and dodged to the side. However, third Raikage's speed was too fast. Even if Li Feng dodged in time, he was stabbed through the shoulder. Li Feng fell to the ground and almost lost his balance. His forehead was already covered with beads of sweat. Although there was severe pain in his shoulder, he remained silent. Susanoo. Li Feng turned on Susanoo again. But this time, Li Feng's Susanoo not only has an upper body, but also adds Wutengu armor on the original basis. Moreover, the chilling sword of the god of death, Budu Yuhun, also appeared in Susanoo's hands. New turtle shell. Third Raikage raised his eyebrows, but didn't pay too much attention. He shattered this brat's turtle shell with only 3 swords. Although this kid's turtle shell has changed now and seems to have a higher defense, he still has 2 swords and 1 sword that he has not yet used. The Ippon hand is the strongest spear of third Raikage. He believes that his strongest spear can crush everything. Gao Tianyuan. Li Feng activated Gao Tianyuan again and marked Third Raikage's body. Hell's Thrust Nibbin Gunshow. Third Raikage withdrew one finger again, leaving only two fingers with even greater momentum. Third Raikage stabbed at Li Feng again. Li Feng was not sure whether Susanoo in the third stage could block Third Raikage's second strike. Before, he had thought about trying whether Third Raikage could break through his Susanoo's defense. Now he's kind of slapped in the face. This time, Li Feng did not choose to use Susanoo to resist. Instead, when Third Raikage rushed in front of him, he took Susanoo and teleported to the sky above Third Raikage. Budo Yuhun, kill. Li Feng and Susanoo appeared in the sky above Third Raikage. The huge Budo Yuhun in Susanoo's hand instantly chopped off the head of Third Raikage. The Thunder Guy from Third Raikage began to flicker at this moment, causing his pupils to shrink sharply. This Uchiha brat can actually mess with chakra. That's right, Li Feng's Budo Yuhun not only makes the opponent fearful but also disrupts chakra. The Third Raikage was caused by Li Feng's knife that disturbed the chakra, causing Lei Gai to disappear and appear. Feeling that his chakra was disturbed, Third Raikage had no time to adjust and had to duck to the side. PFF'd. Boom. Budo Mithen's sword fell, and with blood splattering, Third Raikage's thick left arm fell to the ground. After Fudo Yuhun chopped off the left arm of Third Raikage, it also hit the ground hard. A crack appeared on the ground instantly, and a puff of smoke and dust was raised. Father, Lord Raikage. The people around also noticed this, and the Cloud Shinobi were very worried. This brat can actually hurt Raikage-sama. I wanted to help Third Raikage, but Minato stopped him. Third Raikage stepped aside and stood still, and began to use lightning style to stop the bleeding from his broken arm. This is already the best result. If he didn't dodge in time, it wouldn't be his arm that would fall, but his head. Third Raikage's face was gloomy. He really didn't expect that the brat Uchiha Li Feng actually had the means to disturb chakra. This ability is so disgusting that most people will not have time to stabilize chakra the first time they are disturbed by this ability. Fortunately, my reaction and speed were very fast, and I was able to avoid this shocking knife and replace my head with my arm. Li Feng saw the position where Third Raikage was dodging and was about to chase after Third Raikage to slash, but there was a sharp pain in his eyes. He stopped and covered his eyes, gritting his teeth. Using Budo Mithen consumes a bit more pupil power, but without Budo Mithen it is difficult to have much impact on Third Raikage. Now, kid, go to hell. The Thunder Guy on Third Raikage became violent again. He stretched out an index finger with his remaining right hand, and his momentum suddenly surged. Hell thrust Ipponsan hand. If the previous Third Raikage was like an arrow, then the current Third Raikage is like a missile. Ben Guan's hand hit Li Feng's Susanoo like a meteor. The Susanoo cracked instantly. The raging thunder passed through the Susanoo and crazily destroyed Li Feng's chest. The necklace on Li Feng's chest began to crack. Li Feng quickly abandoned Susanoo and activated Gao Tianyuan again, teleporting to the sky above Third Raikage. Third Raikage then made a fist with his right hand, adjusted his body shape and punched upward. Boom. PFF'd. Third Raikage's fist hit Li Feng's chest firmly, and blood spurted out of Li Feng's mouth and flew backwards. Li Feng. This time it's Minato and Yuhi's turn to be anxious. Sure enough, is it too much to let Li Feng fight against the Third Raikage? Minato eagerly threw a flying thunder god kunai towards Li Feng, but was knocked away by Ai's punch. Namikaze Minato. You stopped me just now and refused to let me help. I won't let you pass this time either. I pointed at Minato and then drove the Ray Guy towards Minato. Li Feng fell to the ground and quickly got up despite the pain. At the same time, Li Feng noticed that the necklace he was wearing around his neck was full of cracks, as if it would break in the next second. Sister Tsunade's necklace. Li Feng covered his chest with his left hand and put the necklace in the palm of his right hand. At this time, the necklace suddenly broke into pieces and turned into a pile of debris scattered in Li Feng's palm. Li Feng's eyes were blank, and his first reaction was that the necklace was broken. Will Tsunade beat him when he goes back? But at this moment, Li Feng felt through the stone statue that a thick chakra was surrounding his palm. A guess flashed through Li Feng's mind for an instant, and the next second he began to absorb the chakra frantically. At the moment of absorbing chakra, Li Feng saw the stone statue in his spiritual world, and his body began to emit green light. At the same time, the white pillar on the left hand of the stone statue also lit up after making a roaring sound. In the real world, Li Feng's injuries began to heal at a speed visible to the naked eye. This necklace was made by Senju Hashirama using his own chakra. Ha 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 ha. Li Feng felt the new power and began to laugh wildly. That's right, his sage body awakened. His physical fitness soared, and the chakra in his body instantly increased dozens of times. What happened? How did this kid recover from his injuries so quickly? The chakra in his body also became so powerful. Third Raikage's pupils shrank sharply. The more he beats, the more tired he becomes, but this kid gets more and more awesome as he beats. Third Raikage, unfortunately, you will take your own life with your own hands. Li Feng sneered, put the remains of the necklace into his pocket, and then clapped his hands. Wood style: the birth of the tree world. As Li Feng opened his hands forward, countless thick trees grew from the ground and spread towards Third Raikage at an extremely fast speed. But the Third Raikage's speed was absolutely unstoppable, and he quickly jumped towards not far away. Meanwhile, Third Raikage has fallen into endless shock. How could he not recognize Wood style? This is First Hokage's unique bloodline. Wood style. Yuhi's jaw almost dropped to the ground. This is Wood style. First Hokage Sama's Wood style. Minato was also stunned for a moment as he looked at the Wood style raging on the battlefield. He naturally knew the meaning of the Wood style. The Third Raikage avoided the tree world, but the Cloud Shinobi behind him were not so lucky, as they were all entangled in the trees, and the trees began to absorb their chakra. Third Raikage's eyes were splitting. He should have smashed the wood just now. At this moment, everyone on the battlefield stopped in unison, staring dumbfounded at the Wood style released by Li Feng. Li Feng grinned. He had mastered the chakra nature transformation of water style and earth style a long time ago through later study. And now Li Feng has determined that the white orb in the left hand of the stone statue represents the power of Yang. So when Li Feng absorbed the Senju Hashirama chakra, he gained the power of Wood style. In this way, the black orb in the right hand is the power of Yin. Kill me. Kill these Cloud Shinobi. Li Feng's voice resounded across the battlefield, and Konoha's side instantly became high in fighting spirit. Having seen Wood style with their own eyes, they have determined that the victory of this war will belong to Konoha. Uchiha Li Feng, we surrender. Third Raikage gritted his teeth and shouted in a low voice to Li Feng. If he was alone, he would rather die than surrender. But there are so many Cloud Shinobi Erlang behind him, as well as his son. For their own safety, Third Raikage had no choice but to surrender. Surrender? I don't agree, Li Feng said, slowly walking towards Third Raikage. You broke the gift someone else gave me, and you have to pay for it with your life. Then just kill me. I just hope you can let them go after I die. Ray Guy from Third Raikage dissipated and closed his eyes, as if waiting for death to come. Are you mentally ill? It's not like you can't beat me. Seeing Third Raikage like this, Li Feng also lost interest. There is no point in killing the Third Raikage who has lost his will to fight. If I were the only one here, I would definitely decide the outcome with you. Third Raikage said, but I have to think about the children of Cloud Shinobi. Maybe I won't necessarily lose to you, but they will definitely die. Under your Wood style. Hearing Third Raikage's words, Li Feng couldn't help but have a flash of appreciation in his eyes. To be honest, he really likes the character of Third Raikage. He admires people who are willing to sacrifice themselves for the greater good, and hates those brats who frame others for their own interests. I didn't say you, Danzo, don't get me wrong. Li Feng was silent for a while, and suddenly his eyes lit up. Third Raikage, I can accept your surrender. Li Feng paused and continued, but I have a condition. What conditions? I need you to surrender to me. What? It's impossible for Cloud Shinobi to surrender to Konoha. Third Raikage refused without hesitation, and at the same time began to prepare for a life and death fight with Li Feng. Don't get me wrong, what I'm saying is that your personal surrender to me, Uchiha Li Feng, has nothing to do with Cloud Shinobi and Konoha. Do you understand? Li Feng emphasized again. Third Raikage was stunned when he heard what Li Feng said. What's the meaning? Isn't Uchiha Li Feng from Konoha? Surrender to him personally. Third Raikage, I think you are very strong and have a good character, so I will tell you the truth. Li Feng approached Third Raikage and whispered in his ear, I am special, and some people in Konoha can't stand it. I'm good, but as long as I touch that person, Konoha won't be able to tolerate me. Third Raikage didn't speak, just waiting for the next step. So, I want to leave Konoha and become the king of this ninja world. When Third Raikage heard what Li Feng said to him, his pupils suddenly narrowed. Uchiha Li Feng actually wants to defect to Konoha and proclaim himself king. So what you're saying is that you want to defect to Konoha and establish your own organization, and you want me to join your organization. Third Raikage thought for a moment. That's right, if you don't agree, I will kill all Cloud Shinobi including you. Li Feng made a naked threat. But I am the shadow of a village. How do I join your organization? Why don't you just abdicate in favor of a worthy person? Let your son be the fourth Raikage. Li Feng said calmly. Let him succeed Raikage now. No, he is not qualified. Third Raikage heard this and shook his head. Although he is very optimistic about his son, it is difficult for I to take on big responsibilities now. How do you know if you don't try? Without you, Cloud Shinobi won't be able to survive. If that's the case, then I think your Cloud Shinobi might as well perish as soon as possible. Li Feng's words made Third Raikage clenched his fists. And if you join my organization, I promise you that I will take action once Cloud Shinobi needs help. Li Feng really wants to bring Third Raikage under his command. Since he wants to establish his own organization, he will definitely need manpower. After all, it is impossible for him, the leader, to do everything himself. There is no doubt about the strength of Third Raikage. Before awakening Wood Style, Li Feng thought he could not defeat him. And Third Raikage has good conduct and values love and justice. If he agrees to join the organization, he will definitely not betray himself unless Li Feng is detrimental to Cloud Shinobi Village. Although Third Raikage lost one of his arms to Li Feng, he is still strong, and Li Feng will find a way to help him regenerate his severed limbs. In that case, yes, as long as you keep them safe, I will agree to join you. Third Raikage nodded. Everyone stop. Raikage has surrendered. Li Feng's words reached everyone's ears. It's a lie. How could Raikage-sama surrender? We at Cloud Shinobi Village will never surrender. The Cloud Shinobi did not believe that Third Raikage would choose to surrender, and felt that Li Feng was lying to them. Go and talk to them. Li Feng said to Third Raikage. Okay. After Third Raikage finished speaking, he jumped on top of Li Feng's tree world birth. Brothers, we have already suffered heavy losses. There is no need for more people to die. I have negotiated with Uchiha Li Feng. No more of you will be harmed. Third Raikage's words once again caused people on both sides to stop. Lord Raikage, we can still fight, a Cloud Shinobi shouted to Third Raikage. Ie looked at his father. He didn't understand why his father, who never surrendered, would choose to surrender. Okay, you can take your people and withdraw first. I'll go find you after I finish handling my affairs. Li Feng stood next to Third Raikage and said. By the way, pick up your arm. I'll find a way to pick it up for you later. Don't think about going back on your word, or I will throw a souvenir to your Cloud Shinobi village. Although Li Feng felt that Third Raikage would most likely not break his promise, he still threatened. What souvenir? Third Raikage was confused. What are the specialties of Konoha? Didn't pay much attention to it. Quote. It's nothing, just wait for me to find you. After Li Feng finished speaking, he walked to Shiri Junhong's side. Everyone, go back to the village. Third Raikage summoned all the Cloud Shinobi. Li Feng, don't you keep any hostages. Just let them go like this. Shiri Junhong was a little dumbfounded. This was the first time he had seen someone accept surrender without leaving any hostages behind. No need. Li Feng shook his head. Li Feng, are you okay? After I left with Third Raikage, Minato also ran to Li Feng's side. I'm fine. Li Feng, why do you know how to use wood style? Minato asked at this time. Have you forgotten that I have half Senju blood? I suddenly woke up. Li Feng said vaguely. Awesome. Let's rest in the camp for the night and return to the village early tomorrow morning. Yuhi Shinobi looked at the Konoha Shinobi who were supporting each other and said. That's fine. This was exactly what Li Feng wanted. He just wanted to do something. Li Feng, I didn't expect you to be able to defeat Third Raikage at such a young age. He is no less powerful than Master Hokage. Yuhi Junhong couldn't help but sigh. The combination of Uchiha and Senju, and the awakening of the blood inheritance limits of the two families, Yuhi Junhong feels that Li Feng will have a bright future. It's just good luck. Li Feng always said this. But that's right. Having the blood of Uchiha and Senju at the beginning should be considered luck. Yuhi Junhong didn't say a word. If Li Feng's identity was not too special, there would definitely be a place for Li Feng as a fourth Hokage candidate. Yuhi Junhong also knows that although Li Feng has half Senju blood, his surname is Uchiha after all, and it is impossible for him to become a Hokage at present. I have to work harder, otherwise Hokage's position may be taken away by you. Minato also smiled and put his hand on Li Feng's shoulder. Right now, he doesn't know much about these things. Minato focused on his training and never paid attention to such intrigues. I'm not interested in Hokage. Li Feng waved his hand. Anyone who wants to be a Hokage will not end well. Danzo wanted to be a Hokage, and when he finally fought against Sasuke, he sealed half of the bridge by himself. Naoki wanted to be a Hokage. Although he avoided the fate of being blown up by the detonating talisman because of Li Feng's intervention, he was tricked and killed by Danzo in the end. Minato wanted to become the Hokage and succeeded in becoming the fourth Hokage, but sealed Nine Tails with the Ghoul seal. Kushina wanted to be a Hokage when she was a child, but ended up becoming a Hokage woman, and then she was stabbed to death by Nine Tails to protect Naruto. Obito wanted to be a Hokage, but eventually became Madara's pawn, became the initiator of the Fourth Ninja War, and died under the ashes of Kaguya. It seems that only Naruto has a good ending. I don't quite understand this. Li Feng, why are you so powerful but don't want to be a Hokage at all? Minato was puzzled. At least more than half of the ninjas in Konoha want to become Hokage. But why is Li Feng not interested at all? I told you a long time ago that it's too troublesome. And Li Feng is destined to be impossible to become a Hokage, and he is too lazy to be a Hokage. Isn't it nice to look cool outside? What's the point of sitting in the office every day approving documents? Li Feng, this is your fault. You have to be a motivated person. No, I just like to show off. The corner of Yuhi Junhong's mouth twitched when she heard this. Are you showing off? You are so much better after 10 years of idle work than I am of more than 20 years of hard work. You say you're showing off, but in reality you're going crazy. Do you think I don't know? As night falls, most people have taken a rest, leaving some people to keep vigil. Although Cloud Shinobi has surrendered, Yuhi Mahong is still worried. However, Li Feng knew that Cloud Shinobi would not call again. After Li Feng left a wood clone in his tent, he teleported back home directly using Gao Tianyuan. He took out a large sum of money from his small coffers and left immediately. Li Feng's destination was very clear. After teleporting out of Konoha village, he went straight to a public toilet. Of course, Li Feng didn't want to go to the toilet, but came to the money exchange underground of the toilet. There are a few wandering ninjas gathered here, and a middle-aged man holding a cigarette is standing behind the bar. Buy information, Li Feng said to the middle-aged man straight to the point. What information? The location of Kakuzu, the traitorous ninja of Takigakure village. After hearing the information that Li Feng wanted to buy, the middle-aged man raised his eyebrows. Kakuzu is a top expert and a big customer of their money exchange. I don't know what this young-looking kid wants to do by buying Kakuzu's information. 5 million. After learning the price, Li Feng took out 5 million taels of banknotes from the box and threw them on the bar. That's cool. Come closer and I'll tell you. The middle-aged man waved to Li Feng. Li Feng then put his ear close to it. You're lucky. Kakuzu is now at the money exchange on the border of the Kingdom of Wind. All gold exchange offices in the ninja world are connected. Once there is a new order, all gold exchange offices can get the latest news. It just so happened that Kakuzu had just handed over an order at the money exchange on the border of the Kingdom of Wind. Can you contact the money exchange? Yes, but you need to pay another price. The middle-aged man nodded. How many? This is not expensive, just 200,000 taels. Li Feng didn't hesitate and took out another 200,000 yuan from the box. Over the years, Li Feng has accumulated a lot of savings. And the money was spent very usefully, so Li Feng didn't blink an eye. Contact the money exchange for me and tell the money exchange here in Kakuzu that someone wants to negotiate with him for a deal worth tens of millions. Hold on. After the middle-aged man finished speaking, he turned and walked into the room. Not long after, the middle-aged man came out again. I have asked the people over there to convey your news. Kakuzu seems to be very interested and is coming here. Hearing this, Li Feng nodded. This is the location of the fire country away from the wind country, and Kakuzu is on the border of the wind country, so it shouldn't take long to get here. Sir, you can sit there for a while. The middle-aged man pointed to the sofa behind him. Li Feng walked over and sat opposite the group of wandering ninjas. Those wandering ninjas kept looking at Li Feng and the box next to him, with greed written on their faces. Li Feng frowned. These guys made him very uncomfortable. Hey, can we kill people here? Li Feng turned to the middle-aged man and asked. No, no one in the gold exchange office is allowed to do anything. The middle-aged man shook his head. No wonder these guys kept staring at their money boxes instead of taking action. He probably wanted to wait for him to go out, follow him, kill him, and then take his money. However, if I can't move my hands, then I should be able to move my eyes, right? So, Li Feng opened 3 Tomo Sharingan and looked at each of these people. Ah! Several wandering ninjas instantly screamed and began to twitch. The greed on their faces turned into fear, as if they had seen something very scary. The middle-aged man glanced at these wandering ninjas who were howling like ghosts, but paid no attention to them. Li Feng did not violate the rules, and they had nothing to do with his magic. However, the middle-aged man did not expect that this young man turned out to be from the Uchiha clan. Interestingly, the Uchiha clan didn't stay in Konoha or on the battlefield in the middle of the night. They came to the gold exchange place and asked for Kakuzu by name. He wanted to see what this young man from the Uchiha clan wanted to do with Kakuzu. Li Feng waited for 2.5 hours and finally saw a familiar figure entering the money exchange. Who's looking for me? Kakuzu walked up to the middle-aged man and asked. The middle-aged man said nothing, but raised his hand and pointed at Li Feng sitting on the sofa. Kid, are you the one asking me to discuss business? Kakuzu came and sat down next to Li Feng. That's right. If what you say doesn't satisfy me, kid, I'll kill you. Kakuzu's small mung bean eyes were filled with murderous intent. He heard that he had a business worth tens of millions, but he traveled non-stop from the Kingdom of Wind to the Kingdom of Fire. Unexpectedly, the person who wanted to discuss business with him turned out to be a kid. If he hadn't seen the money box next to him, Kakuzu would have turned around and left, and then waited at the door of the money exchange for Li Feng to come out and kill him. Kakuzu, this is not the place to talk. Come out with me. Li Feng stood up, picked up the money box, turned around and walked out of the money exchange door. Kakuzu followed suit. Tell me, kid, what business do you want to discuss with me? Kakuzu asked impatiently. I'm going to hire you to do a favor for me. What's up? Come with me to attack Konoha. Kakuzu. Kid, are you making fun of me? Kakuzu was a little annoyed and was ready to kill Li Feng. Attack Konoha? Are you kidding me? Of course not. Let me tell you the truth, I am Uchiha Li Feng from Konoha. Oh, are you the kid with a reward of 50 million? Kakuzu became interested instantly. 50 million. In the past 3 years, Li Feng didn't know who had offered a reward, but he directly gave him a reward of 50 million. Kakuzu, I advise you not to covet my bounty. It's not without reason that I was offered a bounty of 50 million. Li Feng warned. Of course I know that even without the 50 million bounty, it's impossible for me not to know you, a popular man on the battlefield. Kakuzu really has no intention of taking action against Li Feng. As a contemporary of Senju Hashirama and Uchiha Madara, he naturally understands the power of Mangekyo Sharingan. He didn't have the confidence to win down Li Feng. Now that you know me, it's easy to tell. I'm going to defect to Konoha. Before that, I need to do something in Konoha. I need to hire you to help me. Tell me first what my job is. Kakuzu immediately asked what he needed to do. I'm going to attack Hokage advisor Danzo, and I need you to help me hold 3rd Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen down. Kakuzu, this mission shouldn't be difficult for you who has fought against 1st Hokage, right? Li Feng said with a smile. Ha, that's natural. Kakuzu nodded casually. Okay then, let's make a price. Kakuzu thought for a moment, then held out 5 fingers. 50 million. Okay, deal. After communicating with Kakuzu, Li Feng teleported back to the camp. The next day, Li Feng took everyone back to Konoha and went to the Hokage office with Yuhi Junhong. You came back so soon. Have you defeated Cloud Shinobi? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked at Li Feng and Yuhi Junhong standing in front of him and was overjoyed. It seems that sending Li Feng to the Cloud Shinobi battlefield is the best choice. Have Cloud Shinobi's hostages been left? Sarutobi Hiruzen asked again. Shiri Junhong didn't know how to speak, and turned her head slightly to look at Li Feng. No, Li Feng said briefly. Why not leave hostages for Cloud Shinobi to come to the peace talks? Sarutobi Hiruzen asked after hearing this. Cloud Shinobi will not start another war, Li Feng said calmly. After hearing Li Feng's words, Sarutobi Hiruzen said again, Are you so sure? I am sure. Sarutobi Hiruzen picked up his pipe and took a puff. He felt like Li Feng had changed. Now Li Feng seems to have a feeling that he doesn't take him seriously. Li Feng, give me the battle report, Sarutobi Hiruzen said again. Let me tell you, Hokage-sama. Yuhi Junhong took a step forward. We lost 8 Jonin, 291 Chunin, and 507 Genin. How are the losses on Cloud Shinobi's side? On the whole, it's more than our losses. So, how did you achieve this victory? Sarutobi Hiruzen continued to ask. It was Li Feng who defeated the 3rd Raikage and made Cloud Shinobi surrender. What? Sarutobi Hiruzen dropped the pipe in his hand and stood up suddenly. Li Feng, you defeated the 3rd Raikage. Sarutobi Hiruzen wanted to confirm. Yes, how did you defeat him? Sarutobi Hiruzen was very shocked. The strength of 3rd Raikage was something that even he was afraid of. Even if Li Feng had Mangekyo Sharingan, he would never be able to defeat 3rd Raikage. It's just another bloodline awakened, Li Feng said casually. Now it doesn't matter whether it's a secret or something. He was about to leave Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen became excited when he heard this, walked around the desk and came to Li Feng. Li Feng, you mean, you awakened the sage body? Sarutobi Hiruzen's voice was trembling. Sage body. No one can awaken except the first Hokage. Now it has appeared on Li Feng. Yes, Li Feng did not tell anything about wood style. If Sarutobi Hiruzen asked, he would admit it. If Sarutobi Hiruzen asked, he would not tell. Sarutobi Hiruzen would know it sooner or later anyway, just pull over and ask the ninjas present at that time. Okay. Sarutobi Hiruzen said hello 3 times in a row. Looking at it this way, the 4th Hokage is probably you, Li Feng. Sarutobi Hiruzen smiled, saying something he didn't even believe. Lord Hokage, you should find someone else. I am not interested in the position of Hokage. Oh, then when Tsukumo abdicates, how about you becoming the captain of Anbu? Sarutobi Hiruzen kept tempting Li Feng with high positions. Teacher Shuamao is very powerful, and I am not qualified to succeed him at the moment. Li Feng politely declined again. Don't say that. With Li Feng's talent, you will definitely be one of the top combat power in Konoha in a few years. Sarutobi Hiruzen said he was very optimistic about Li Feng. Thank you Hokage-sama for the compliment. Okay, you go down first, I will prepare for the post-war work. Later, Li Feng and Yuhi Junhong left the Hokage building. Li Feng, this war is basically all about you, take a good rest. Shihi Junhong said with concern. Thank you, Senior Junhong, for your concern, but I still have things to do. Unlike Sarutobi Hiruzen, Yuhi's concern is genuine. Then you go and do your work first. I'll go home and see my daughter. Shiri Junhong said goodbye to Li Feng and left in the opposite direction. After watching Yuri Junhong leave, Li Feng went straight to the Senju tribe. Because of Naoki's death, Sarutobi Hiruzen was worried about Tsunade's mood, so he asked her to rest in the village for a while. Jiraiya did not go to the battlefield for the time being, but Orochimaru went to the Rain Shinobi battlefield. Although they received the title of Konoha Sannin from Hanzo of the Salamander 2 years ago, Konoha's war with the Rain Shinobi continues. But now Sand Shinobi has got involved again and launched a war against Rain Shinobi. Hanzo went to deal with Chiyo, and the pressure on Konoha was greatly reduced. Li Feng walked into the gate, but the Senju man in charge still didn't say a word. Knock knock knock. Li Feng knocked on Tsunade's door. Tsunade opened the door, and Li Feng could clearly see that Tsunade was very haggard now. Her complexion was much worse than before Naoki's death, and her hair was not tied up, but draped casually over her shoulders. It's Li Feng, come in. Tsunade greeted Li Feng and walked in. What do you want from me? Tsunade asked first after the two sat down. Tsunade-san, let me show you something first. What? Hearing Tsunade's question, Li Feng said nothing and just stretched out his hand with his palm facing up. The next second, a sapling exuding rich vitality grew out of his hand. This. Tsunade slapped the table and stood up, staring closely at the sapling in Li Feng's hand. Is this wood style? That's right, Sister Tsunade, I have awakened sage body and wood style. Li Feng said, taking the sapling back. Great, Li Feng. Tsunade was so excited that he hugged Li Feng. Except for Grandpa, no one in the Senju family can reawaken sage body, let alone wood style. Wait, Sister Tsunade, there is a price for my awakening sage body and wood style. Li Feng patted Tsunade's back gently, and then Tsunade let go of him. What price? Tsunade was a little worried again. Could it be lifespan or something? The necklace you gave me is broken. Li Feng took out the remains of the necklace from his clothes and spread it in the palm of his hand. I thought what the price was, isn't it just Grandpa's necklace? It's more important that you awaken the sage body and wood style and let Grandpa's blood inheritance limit continue. Tsunade was not angry, and breathed a sigh of relief. But why do you need the necklace to be broken to awaken sage body and wood style? Tsunade tilted his head and thought, then suddenly sat up straight. Could it be? This necklace contains Shodai's chakra. Really? Tsunade took the remains of the necklace from Li Feng's hand. Li Feng, do you think the only way for the Senju tribe to awaken their sage body is through this necklace? I'm afraid not. Of course Li Feng would not say that he absorbed the chakra of this necklace through the stone statue. And only the stone statue can directly allow the Senju tribe to awaken the sage body after absorbing the chakra of Senju Hashirama. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.